It is live action, MixTV.tv, the rivalry games. We're live from Bradley Central High School tonight. And look at this disturbing picture.
Wow.
Wow.
That should not be allowed.
Look at this.
It's like old times.
Really old times.
It's like islands in the stream. Kenny and Dolly have got back together just one more time.
I was thinking it's more the best of times. It was the worst of times.
That's true, too.
Oh, that's an excellent point, Gregory.
Actually, it's when we couldn't find anybody, and now we can find somebody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we are coming to you live tonight from Bradley, and we're getting ready for Walker Valley and Bradley. There's about 40 seconds to go in the JV game. And along with Shelton and Greg Phillips, Steve Hartline with you. It's our Cleveland Ford pregame show. And Shelton, here we go again. We were with Walker Valley at Cleveland last week, and now Bradley, Walker Valley.
No, listen, you remember Greg and I actually, when I wanted to get Greg over here for free labor,
yes.
Greg and I had the call Bradley Central at Walker Valley boys game.
Mm-hmm.
Greg, this thing went down to a no timeout, 10-second. I mean, we went from just an onslaught of not any calls to Walker Valley winning one, then only to have the other night with Steve and I to Walker Valley going down to Cleveland after the Christmas break and having a tremendous opportunity for Walker Valley to go down to Florida and play. They just really railroaded the Blue Raiders. Now to come back to this game, the Wholesale Supply Group game of the week, this is an incredible opportunity for Walker Valley to really show that their dominance and growth over the first half of the season is really something to behold, because they can, I think, from a shooting standpoint, they can play with anybody in the state.
Mm-hmm. No, Stephen, absolutely. I mean, we've seen Walker Valley's boys, and I know we'll get to the girls here in a minute, and Walker Valley's girls both getting better. And I think this is a great opportunity. It's going to be a full gym tonight. It's on the road. They just won a big one at Cleveland. And again, they're looking to show their dominance in the area, which they haven't been, they really haven't done in a long time. So this is a huge game for the Walker Valley boys specifically, in that it allows them to to continue to say, hey, we're the best team in the area, and that's that's what Coach Will Campbell and those guys, that's what they want to say, and that's who they want to be.
Well, Steve, when you look at that last game we had on the radio on Mix 104.1 WCLE. We went to overtime. We had a no timeout call, Greg.
Mm-hmm.
No timeout call. We had a 10-second call. Bradley had the last shot to at least tie or win the game on a three. They missed that opportunity, and now we come back to Bradley Central Jim Smitty Arena, and I think tonight it's really a make or break type game for Bradley Central, because I believe that Walker Valley, after watching them the other night at Cleveland High School, they're really showing that they're coming to their own, and I'm telling you, they can shoot with any team in the state.
Certainly so, and we're looking forward to it as people are beginning to really come in here, as we have our second crosstown games of the year. Walker Valley at Bradley Central tonight. Cleveland's up at McMinn County tonight, and so we will be bringing you the updates from there. We got about 15 seconds here in this JV game, and we're going to take a break right here. So I'll tell you what, Austin, let's take a 1-minute timeout. It's the Cleveland Ford pregame show. We are Cleveland. We are Cleveland Ford. We're back in 1 minute on MixTV.tv.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 0.9% on just about everything else. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today, because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
I love the Cleveland community because I think it's a very warm place to live. It's just a very friendly community, and you don't necessarily have to be born here to fit in. There's a lot of folks that move here and they fall in love with it. I feel like we make our customers feel valued by the way we treat them. We're very welcoming here. We get to know them. We learn their names. We learn their goals, and we try to meet all their financial needs, not just do one transaction with them.
Everyone there at the Porsche dealership are so personable and very knowledgeable that we just keep coming back.
Being in real estate for like 34 years, you really come to value and appreciate the level of service that Range Rover gives you.
The service department goes above and beyond with their routine service maintenance, and they get me out of there quickly.
Chattanooga Auto Square Luxury lives here.
MixTV.tv, the rivalry games, and you're on the Cleveland Ford pregame show. Getting ready for what should be a great night of Walker Valley and Bradley Central. We'll start with the girls' game and then the boys' game, as you see down there.
Greg's inability to understand what the word overwhelming means.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
What is that's a lot of letters for a word.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. It really is.
Lots of consonants.
Yeah, you know it's a big game at Bradley Central where they have us up in the upper deck,
Yes.
and they also have the Little League Basketball World Series going on behind us.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always
Yeah.
It used to be they had the band beside us. Now they have the Little League World Series behind us.
Yeah.
Where these kids get all these brand new basketballs from? I think it's a ploy by Turner Jackson. I'm not gonna lie to you. Ploy by Turner Jackson.
I think that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, well, this is definitely better than having the band right here, though, because you couldn't hear anything when you heard the band.
Listen, Walker Valley, Bradley Central, this is definitely a tale of two different cities, as you said earlier. The big news, though, for Bradley Central, Avery Brewer, the 5'6" junior, broke her ankle during practice on a rebounding drill. Bradley will lose her for at least the next 8 weeks, possibly 14 weeks, the rest of the season. But Coach, I talked to Coach, and he said, Coach Reuter said, listen, we've got next man up. It's next man up. And so for them, next man up is Abby White. When you start about the rotation, you've got Grace Phillips in the rotation. You got Addie Guerin in the rotation. They're looking to fill those three-point shots that Avery Brewer brought, Steve. But Greg, as you know, it's easier said than done when you talk about someone that has just ice-cold blood in their veins to be able to shoot that three.
Well, most definitely. But the other thing that Avery brings to this team, kind of one of the intangibles, is she brings intensity. She brings, again, she brings that intensity to go after it. She wants the basketball when time is dwindling. She wants the basketball. She wants to shoot that last shot, and so she's somebody that wants the ball in her hands, and that's something that again, that somebody's going to have to step up and take that. They've got the bigs inside, but they've got to have somebody to step out on the three, like you said, to be able to take the shot or to get them the basketball and handle the basketball when it gets tough when teams start pressing them.
Well, you see her under the goal right now. We've got three individuals in the goal doing some rebounding. She's sitting there with a cast on her foot, and it's almost like you can see her confidence of like, give me the ball.
Right.
Even at this point, Steve, it's like, give me the ball. Spangler said I can go. Maybe I can play in this boot. But as Coach Reuter said, we've got 3 girls that made All-State last year, still playing in our 5. We've got to adjust. We've got to make sure we knock down the big shots. They lose the first game they played without Avery Brewer against the number 2 team in the state of Georgia by 10 points. They shot 19% from the floor from three-point range. He said it's in an adjustment period. He was glad they didn't play a district or region game first game out. A lot of the girls are like, hey, we're going to miss her. But he thinks that was a calling card to let them know, hey, a lot more is expected. Especially, Greg, when you're talking about people like Harmony Ware, you can't go. You've got to go from 7 to 8 points to 11 to 12 to 13 points a game if you're going to continue the success of this Barrett's program.
Yeah, and I think Harmony is going to be a key to this because she's somebody that can step in and take that big shot. She's somebody that can handle the basketball as well. And I think that, again, that's what they're going to have is they're going to have to, handling the basketball is going to be a big part of this as well, because I think you're going to see teams that are going to try to press Bradley now to see if they can make them turn the ball over because they've lost probably their best ball handler.
Yep, true.
We are here in the Cleveland Ford pregame, and tell you what, let's take another 1 minute break here as we get ready. Bradley and it's Walker Valley and Bradley girls coming up. Then we'll have the boys game here tonight on MixedTV.tv. All supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. We'll be back in 1 minute from the Jim Smitty Arena.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 0.9% on just about everything else. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon, or shop us at clevelandford.com.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox. Air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
Hi, I'm Brian Poole, sole owner of Poole Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland. It's going to be more of our discount funeral home and cremation center. We'll offer $895 cremation that will come with a wood urn. Only other charges the family have be for death certificates and permits. That's it. No other hidden charges, no other hidden fees. We have a traditional burial package, $4,595. That does include a casket and the services. You can reach us at www.pfhserenity.com.
We are back at Bradley Central High School as we get ready, and down on the court they are meeting. Hey, there's our Cleveland Insurance aerial coverage. Sean, I didn't know we had aerial coverage tonight.
Adam Lewis must be out of the Bradley County Justice Center, so here he is.
That's amazing.
He may be flying it from there.
He could.
Well, you know that I watched him fly that thing from an awful long ways away. Let me just say that. Steve, it's amazing to me, not just because we sponsor this aerial coverage, but some of the facilities that we have versus some of the facilities you see around the state. What a Jim Smitty Arena. A legendary place to watch basketball games.
Yeah.
Greg, that one of the most historic, if not the most historic ladies venues in the state. And when you look at this floor and you look at the surroundings, you look at the parking, you look, everything goes with this. It's a special place to watch high school basketball in the state of Tennessee.
Most definitely. I mean, just the history that's in this gym is enough to make it, not to mention as good as the facility is, it's just the history that goes along with the Bradley Barrett program.
Certainly so, and warm-ups continue. You see 7 minutes to go. What are you expecting from Walker Valley tonight?
Well, much less than I was expecting when you won the top award for the Cleveland Bradley Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, for God's sake.
Come on. I looked at, I'm going to go this a little deeper. I think Josh Rogers is actually coming by to discuss this.
Oh, Lord.
But, at the end of the day, we looked at the criteria, Greg, of what they said. And this gentleman, Steve Hartline Jr., one of my best friends for the next 25 years.
Yeah.
He met zero. He met zero. He met
literally zero criteria.
The criteria. He met zero of the criteria. And we are still trying to figure out how did this guy, we thought that COVID was back. He won all the.
Oh, that's right. He won an award back then too, didn't he?
He won all the awards during COVID because he's the only one that would show up. So
that was just me.
Yeah. So now we are here in 2020, almost 2024.
That's 4.
And now Steve Hartline is winning awards again, and we literally digest the entire criteria that they bring to the table, and we are, listen, either everyone over the chamber is staying intoxicated, or they have zero idea. And I've waited all week for this.
Oh, yeah.
You've been planning this all
They
week.
don't know me.
There's no doubt.
Yeah, so Steve's like, hey, do you want to sit at our table? Yes, I do. And I want to talk before you stand up.
Yes.
So, but no.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations. Listen, buddy.
Whatever.
Listen.
Yeah.
No. Your dedication to this community
Yep.
is second to none. Whether it's in good faith or not.
Yeah.
It's
I saw
Just
moral
can't let it go.
integrity.
yeah, I'm not.
Moral integrity, ethics.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, nothing they said counts.
Nothing.
Oh, no. Here he is right behind us. Look at him.
Oh.
Look right behind us. We're talking about no.
Here,
Hold on.
let me go ahead and give him
No.
Oh, you got,
What's up, Roger?
Hey, hit the mic here. Listen, hit the mic. Josh Rogers, we're talking about the award that we're talking about the award that your Cleveland Bradley Chamber of Commerce just awarded our friend, our buddy, our brother, Steve Hartline. And I just said that you and I looked over the entire list of accolades and requirements to win this award, and he meets zero of that. So go ahead.
There is one that he meets, right? Like
What?
somebody who is involved in the community, right? So for everything that Mix 104 does, we have to give him community, right?
Okay, that's
hands
fine.
down.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's
But the next one is like leadership,
Nope.
high
Nope.
ethics,
Nope.
high morals,
Nope.
and religion.
No.
Walks out early all the time at First Baptist during the 11:30
Yes.
service.
he has not heard one of Jordan's invitations.
calls. No,
Yeah, he's not heard one of the altar calls.
I gotta get out of there.
And he gets there late, just for the record, because
last one in,
gets
first
there
one
late
out.
100%. Yeah.
His family has their entrees at Aubrey's before we get done with the altar call at First Baptist.
Well, most Sundays I have to find them a seat because all the seats are full by the time they get there.
Yes.
So
keep
my-
going.
My big thing for it
Yes.
is that I just want to know who else was nominated.
No one.
Because
one.
for Steve to win this award,
Here they are, right here.
listen,
There they are.
for Steve to win this award, there is no chance that anyone else in the community was nominated.
Amen.
And,
Amen.
you know, for me, like, I don't care about awards, right? But this
It's a
man
good thing.
must. But this man must, because I think this is his, 12th award in the past 5 years.
We thought they were all during COVID.
Absolutely.
Just COVID.
When
That's
you
what we
called
thought.
me and said he won this, I said, is COVID back?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it is.
100% the case.
Do you think it was because Beecher is the one that nominated him, and they
Yes.
just were like, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and give it to him?
Whatever
it has to
Beecher
be.
says.
Yeah.
Whatever Beecher
My
said.
thing is that we all of us are involved in the community. We all have to go and do these different things and have to go to this dinner, have to go to this event, have to go and do
Not
this.
Steve.
Steve never goes to an event.
No,
I never
But
do.
I've gone to about 10 different events for Steve in the past 5 years. And to be honest with you, I'm sick and tired
How
of it.
many texts do we get during the year and says, do you guys want to sit at my table?
Absolutely.
And him not show up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll
Yes.
be there, brother. Can't
Yes.
wait. It's going to be a great night with you.
Well, I'm not coming.
I'm not
I'm
coming.
not
I
coming.
just
It's
want
a
you to know-
free meal.
Yeah.
I give you a free meal.
Yeah.
I think the
Yes.
last time this happened was the FCA meeting.
Oh, yeah, that's
last
true.
year.
That's
Yes.
true, yeah.
We
Yeah.
sat there and did a recording for Mix
Yeah.
104,
That's
Mix
right.
TV.
Steve
for
never
3
showed up.
hours, never was there.
Yes.
Never was there.
Well, but
that's-
in all
you
seriousness,
got to be a Christian and an athlete. So, 0 for 2.
hey, in all
Church league
seriousness,
basketball does not count.
I
It does
know-
not count.
No.
in all seriousness, I know that this is a big deal for you.
It is.
Because of the family and the award, who it's named after.
Oh, yeah.
And we are very proud of you. We love you, and we're
Loose
happy.
term. It's a loose term.
Very loose.
We are happy to be able to give you a hard time all the time. And,
Well, we got a plan we talked about yesterday. That may happen. Don't say it, but
we
that
won't.
may
We
happen.
won't. But
I will say this. I had a lady text me, and she said, you guys are very rude. And I said, no. You have no idea. If you think what we say, if you think what we say in public is rude, you have no idea what we say in private.
That's
So
an excellent point.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, enough of the roast. We're going to take a quick break here. And I tell you, we're going to come back. It's our Cleveland Ford pregame. They're about ready for the starting lineup. It's going to be a big night. Josh, speaking of community, Wholesale Supply Group, you guys do this, but it's all about community. This is a great example of it, isn't it?
Absolutely. Two great county schools that are coming together for two big games tonight. I know JV played earlier today, but anytime that we're able to support student athletes, support local schools, support you guys, Mix 104, Mix TV, to be able to showcase these athletes and show off their talents for everyone who's not here, who's watching at home or watching around the world. We're excited to do it and to be a part of this another great night.
And how about the bottom of Austin's screen?
Oh, it looks great.
We finally got it done.
There you go.
Listen, it's all to the
hey,
bottom.
Fruit Loops. There it is. It's looking good, man.
It is.
You got a mic?
When you win an award for that, let me know as well, okay?
Thank you. You took some work.
Another idea.
Another award for hard.
Another one for
The numbers
Steve. Yeah.
gets an award, get recognition. So
I'll
here we go.
accept it and never give you credit.
Great.
Well, I guess we're going to stay here at this point, and we'll be checking in with all these guys. Hey, let's go down to the anthem, national anthem right here.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the introduction of tonight's starting lineups.
Let's
First
stay with
for
the
the
PA
visitors,
announcer.
the Lady Mustangs. Number 1, Ashlyn Pierce. Number 3, Chloe Poe. Number 11, Madison Bischoff. Number 14, Alyssa Earls. And number 23, Jalea Lindsay. And now, ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet and make some noise for the 7-time state champion, your Bradley Central Barretts. Number 40, Addie Guerin. Number 20, Malia Wilcox. Number 11, Harmony Ware. Number 21, Tatiana Stovall. And number 0, Kamora Fields.
There they are, the starters. Shelton, what do you think?
Well, this for Walker Valley, Greg. I mean, this whole season is a growing process. You've got a new coach, new coaching staff. Paul Salisville is doing a fantastic job for this Lady Mustang basketball team. And after the last time they played the Lady Barretts there at Walker Valley, Coach Reuter said, hey, they had a fantastic game plan against us. The problem is we were just we outmanned them.
Right, absolutely.
And that's what you're seeing right now. But he was hats off to Coach Salisville and what he was trying to do.
Well, and I think we saw them play their best game that they played. Even though they lost, they played their best game and should have beat Cleveland last Friday.
Well, Steve and I were there, MixedTV.tv. We watched Walker Valley put 3.5 quarters together. They just could not finish, but they were up by 8 at one point. And Cleveland, great hats off to Cleveland Lady. The Lady Raiders came back and really executed very well. But at the end of the day, you saw Walker Valley, what they could do as Kimora Fields hits the first shot of the night. But as you saw what Walker Valley could do, especially on the defensive end.
Right, absolutely.
As Walker Valley has it outside with Poe. And so Bradley Central up 2-0 here. Gonna drop it down low. Oh, lost it out of bounds. Did Madison Bischoff. If you're Walker Valley, Greg, I mean, what are you looking at doing here early?
Well, you got to not turn the ball over. I mean, that's what they've got to do. Is they've got to make shots. When they get good shots like that, I mean, it was a great shot. They've got to make shots and they've got to not turn it over.
Yeah, Sheldon.
I still think the key to this whole Bradley offense defense is Harmony Ware. She's got to step up. She is a Division I top player, but and I see Kimora with her 4th point of the night. But Harmony is going to make or break this team, especially with Avery Brewer off the floor.
Well, she creates on offense and she gets stops on defense. So that's why she's so important to this team.
They work it down low. Pull with it on the outside.
For Walker Valley, Greg, you just gotta screen and when you get that open look, you gotta pull it. It's not about working clock. It's about outscoring your opponent at this point because you know what you're going up against. The Barretts are going to score. You've got to pull it when you have the opportunity.
Well, and I actually had that conversation with Paul and Sarah after the Cleveland game. We were talking about it, and basically, if you shoot more shots than them, you can shoot a lower percentage, and that's the key to this is not being afraid to take shots.
Walker Valley with the foul, and Bradley's going to hang on to it.
I'll tell you, when we have a third person, we have to talk a lot less.
Well, I love it. I think it's great.
Greg,
Three Stooges.
Call me at halftime. I'm done.
She slid around though. That was
I've seen
Ware.
a couple of people slide tonight on the court.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
I tell you, this boys game, if you're watching MixedTV.tv or you know someone that can watch MixedTV.tv, this boys game is going to be electric.
I think you're right. Trouble in the backcourt. Just did get it in time.
Great job.
And a nice play that is, as that is Mia Lindsay. Jemiah, perhaps better known as Mia Lindsay. And that's the first two for the Lady Mustangs. They come back around. This is Stovall, who we've heard so much about. Now over in. Yeah, she got it. Harmony Ware.
Ware's got to score those points, Greg.
Yeah, she has to. Somebody has to pick up that 12 points that Brewer averages.
So her first two and a foul in the backcourt.
The one thing, Steve, I will say, Greg, is without Harmony Ware, your bench is a little more shallow. You cannot afford to get into foul trouble when it comes to this first five for Bradley Central. They're not as deep as they were, so this is going to be a very, very delicate situation for Coach Reuter.
Yeah, and ladies are definitely going to have to play more minutes.
Bischoff, as they work the the perimeter with Lindsay out there. Nobody there. Greg talked about turnovers. Here's Fields.
Oh, nice pass.
Leaves it for Ware. Beautiful. That's 4 for Harmony. You said that earlier, Greg, talking about the turnovers.
Yeah, it's a key to this. I mean, and it's what Bradley's defense is set up to do is to create turnovers. So therefore, again, just they're getting into passing lanes.
Look at that.
Another one. Yep.
It's what they do. And then they just turn it on.
And you got to fear the vest down there calling offensive plays.
Well, Walker Valley has to stay out of these big runs as well. I mean, that's going to be another key to it is, stopping them from these 12-0, 14-0 runs.
So Stovall was out of bounds on her. Walker Valley gets it back. On a Friday night, in Smitty Arena. Pierce will leave it for Bischoff.
Greg, how much easier is this TV deal than the radio deal?
Much.
Yeah.
You just kind of, they can watch it. They can watch the whole deal.
It's taken us 3 years to understand that.
We at first we started talking all the time. Now we're just like, they can see it. They can
enjoy
see
it.
Yeah, I'm trying to renegotiate my contract because I want to do TV all the time.
Well, you got a contract?
I was going to say, joke's on you. Joke's on.
Oh, and the foul.
Foul is going to be on Kamora Fields. Just not a very good call by Coach Policastro, but at the end of the day, the problem is you think you have a contract.
No, I don't.
It's not.
No, I don't think I have a contract.
I actually found out that some people were getting paid for this.
I know.
What are we doing here?
Huh?
Can't let you know that's not true at all.
Oh,
not true by any form of the imagination.
No.
I left that game, went straight to Jennifer. I texted Jennifer. I was like, listen.
Hey. What's happening here?
Jennifer put, "Who is this?" That's all she put.
I get that a lot.
Yeah. So do I. Missed both free throws. There's a 3-try. Ooh, up and over. No good. Oh, a nice touch pass. Yep. Bischoff, no, and they can't buy a basket right now.
I will say that the youngest Heartline, she was in Jordan's the last time I saw her, so things are okay at the Heartline house. I mean, they're buying buying those type of shoes.
Yeah. Well,
I doubt they're getting shipped into China from China. They're buying the real deal.
They're getting them in the right. Getting them in the right spot.
They're buying those on Nike.
No, second.
Yuka or whatever the other new one is.
Second, third hand, nothing wrong with
that's good. Yeah, you guys are not going to Becky's. Let me just say that.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, I am.
I have my Becky shoes on right
You
now.
got that right.
As a matter of
You
fact.
got that right. Hey, you got that right. There's another foul here, and it's going to send Stovall to the line. Hey, what do you know about this Tatiana Stovall, and what do you make her?
I know she got 51 Division I offers, which is a lot.
That's decent.
Yeah, I know that. When you look at her makeup, and I got in trouble the other day, our last game we did, her body makeup. Greg, she's an LSU SEC type body.
Right.
And I heard somebody say, well, you're talking about her body. Well, no, I am talking about her body. She's so, her lower body is so thick, but yet so toned. Mm-hmm. I mean, it is, she is a SEC type player right off the jump. She's a junior. She has one more year to develop in the weight room for Bradley Central. But she's one that you can look at and you're saying, yep, I can see her doing layups for LSU. I can see her doing layups for South Carolina. Well, she's that type of body.
What you see typically with somebody her size is a real thin body and all that. So she already has that body makeup, like you say, to be able to handle the SEC toughness. I mean, that's the key to it.
Let's go to Lauren Hurst. Lauren Hurst over at Cleveland, same height, but very thin. Mm-hmm. You look at Tatiana, very high, the height is there, 6'1", 6'2". But there is a thickness, and I don't mean that in a negative way, but there's a thickness there that allows her body to take more punishment than you would if she was 30 pounds less.
And to move other bodies around.
It is, out of bounds. She hit one of two, going to go back to Walker Valley. That's 3 for her. And Bradley, the 9-point lead, a couple of minutes, as you see, left in the opening period.
Steve, I look around the gym and I'm seeing Matt Clayton. I'm seeing so many of the old names of Bears in years gone by that now have sons and are playing either for Bradley or Walker Valley. It's amazing to me. Number one, how old we are, but number two, just you think, okay, well, hey, it's Matt Clayton, whatever. People don't understand. Matt Clayton would be the first guy whether you're playing kickball, dodgeball, badminton, I don't care what you're picking Matt Clayton first.
That's right.
And now he has a son, Turner Clayton, the sophomore at Walker Valley. You've got the Coates, Eddie's sons, both playing, Kel and Cash, both playing for Walker Valley. People don't understand the amount of athleticism these gentlemen had playing in the black and gold.
There's no doubt about it, and just a lot of pride that goes with it as Earls hits the second free throw. So you see 11-3. Bradley throws it away. So we're going to talk more about it, but Bradley had a tough time, I know, last Saturday night, Shelton, down in Georgia.
They did. You know, you go without Avery Brewer for the first time. They shoot 19% from three-point, Greg. It's not a recipe for success. They end up losing by 10 points, the second largest loss in Coach Reuter's in the last 5 years for Coach Reuter. But, you know, when you look at that, you did lose to the number 2 team in the state of Georgia and the number 27 team in the nation. So, overall, you know, they say, hey, it's not that bad.
So 2 more for Walker Valley, and 11-5, as you see. Who was that, Greg?
It was Cox. It was a nice crossover to get to the bucket there and get the layup and make for Soraya Cox.
So Barrett's working the perimeter. And it's had to have been an adjustment to lose Brewer, who was their point guard.
Yeah, got to be.
Especially this time of the year as we start really getting serious. Kamara Fields has 6 now, the sophomore, 6 feet.
That's what you can't defend. I mean, you're going to put your 5 on her and she does that?
Yeah, exactly.
I go between my legs and go, okay, come on now.
Well, and she had the great spin move on from the block earlier tonight. It's almost impossible to defend her when she gets the ball in the paint.
Again, another steal. That time, Wilcox. Ware, no good. Put up and missed it. Another chance at Stovall. And she's got 5 tonight, the 6'1 junior, and that's the end of the first period. So Bradley has the lead 15-5 after 1. Live from Smitty Arena, it's Walker Valley and Bradley. MixedTV.tv. The rivalry games are supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. We'll take a 1-minute timeout. Back in 1 minute from the Jim Smitty Arena.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop, where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice? That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
Greg,
he's gone.
We just left Greg, and he's trying to be the husband of the year all of a sudden. He's going to go hang out with his wife
come on.
She's like, leave me alone. I was so much better without him. You know, she's like, whatever. I'm not. He just said I'm not getting paid. Are you kidding me? Okay.
Neither am I.
Yeah.
Oh man, 15-5. As
I tell you, think about Greg and myself. And that's 20 years.
20 years, buddy.
20
years
of doing this.
You guys have really been great, I tell you. Well, great, strong.
Well, great. Yeah,
Stovall, 7 for her. And we really started not here, but our basketball started here. But you think about our football shows we did. The Blitz, you guys started Friday Night Blitz.
Oh, yeah. Basketball did start here. Over here in the middle of this.
Right over there. Cordell was here, and we were there.
We were in the middle of the Oak Ridge section. I'll never forget that. That's
another interception, Kamara. Boy, Shelton, I tell you, Walker Valley is turning the ball over quite a bit.
They are, and that's not what this coaching staff is looking for. And for Bradley Central, you know, you're 6.5 minutes in, you're shooting threes like it's going out of style, but The problem is for Walker Valley, they're unable to get rebounds, and again, another one, loose ball goes back to Bradley. So, and Fields gets an easy layup there. But that's just it's a tale of two seasons for these two teams as Walker Valley continues to develop. But they're going against the defending state champions.
That's 8 for Fields. Hey, Shelton, it's going to be a special night. Jackie Pickle Davis number is going to be retired here tonight.
It is 00. Jackie Pickle going to get retired tonight. I know her mother is extremely, good gosh. As the Stovall goes up and under for a 9th point of the game. As you look at this, Bradley Central, the history of this Barrett program, Jackie Pickle goes on to Middle Tennessee State University and plays. But, her grandfather, Norman Dillon, who was instrumental in the TSSAA, was a longtime principal at Charleston High School. Her uncle, Harry Dillon, one of the best athletes actually go through Bradley County ever. And then you got her brother, Kellen Pickle. And just the incredible attributes that her family has been able to put up throughout the years from an athletic standpoint. It's a long time coming, and congratulations to Jackie.
That's a 3 for Addie Guerin, so Bradley takes the 24-5 lead, and they're going to do that between games. Turner Jackson was telling me a couple of days ago, and so it's going to be a very special night here. I'm sure all of her family will be here, and going to be, boy, I tell you, and I call some of her games, man. I tell you, remember down at Ottawa in that district tournament when she just took over.
Yes, and not only that, but some of the is a block out of bounds, but the games that we had, and people are like, well, today, and I was like, listen, the wars that Rachel Moore and the Barretts had, the wars that Kent Smith and Aaron Green had. Charlie Cogdell, Charlie used to treat us like royalty, but he was able to bring us 2 or 3 waters, and Aaron Green drinks a complete water, looks at me, slams the water down, and says, "Go get another one." But that's during the game.
Bradley Cleveland.
Yep, during the game, a Stovall.
Yeah, that's 11 for her.
It's just. It was so much fun.
It was fun.
And no matter, and there for a while, I thought Charlie Cogdell had a helicopter and red carpet. When we came in, Charlie Cogdell treated us like royalty. I'll never forget that. He was a great.
He's still around?
Yeah, I think he is. So
too bad.
But
Cogdell.
Yeah. So, but I tell you, that war, and listening to some of the things those two coaches said, you were like, that can't be televised. That can't.
Well, and back then, talking about, of course, we were here, but also at the Dome, and at the Dome, man, it was just so hot in there and packed in there, and
you could feel like we would leave and sweat on our backs.
Absolutely.
Like our backs, we would leave and we would talk about, we had our whole back of our shirts would be wet from the heat that was coming off of. And then you had the student section at Cleveland was just unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
But it was, and they have great theme nights, at these other schools. But, they were locked in from the layups all the way down to the end.
Yep, they sure were. As Bradley continues to lead Walker Valley here in the second quarter. And another layup is good. That's Kamara Fields. And for her, that is 10 on the night. Just a lot of great memories. When we say Jackie Pickle and Jackie Pickle Davis now, but when we say that brings up just so many memories of her era, as Shelton said. And so that's going to be very special. There's a nice shot there. That is Lindsay. And so that's 4 for her. But, they've already got her up there.
Shelton. Well, we used to talk about, now we look for a team or, to make it to the sub-state. Back then, Steve, you had Allison Butler, you had Pickle, you had all these players as Field gets her 12th point of the night. We had 3 different teams that could make it to Murfreesboro. like you're waiting on those to play in a sub-state game to see who made it to Murfreesboro. It was so much fun. It was especially women's basketball at its best.
It was a different time, a different era. That's 14 for Camorra. And I noticed they've already got Pickle's number hanging up here because I was looking at that, so they've already done that.
Well, I said when I looked up there at it earlier, I said 2002 to 2006. I was like, what year is it? They're like 2024. I said, yep, we've been doing this for a minute.
A long time, I tell you. No, and I'm just as we're here at Bradley, and obviously this game is the score is what it is. We got a chance to reflect a little bit, but gosh, I just look at those names and up there. And
well, Camorra's mom, Kim, called me this week about some insurance stuff, and she's like, Camorra's starting to drive, and I went, you're old. She said, you called my games. I said,
oh,
well,
really?
And I said, well, that makes you even older. I said, and she's like, no.
Right.
But it's unbelievable the last 20 years.
That's crazy.
As Pierce scores for Walker Valley, but it's amazing to see now some of the daughters and sons of players,
second generation,
yes, of kids we called.
It's crazy.
You look back and you think, as Stovall goes up, you go back and you think, is that what Corky thought?
I was going to say Corky had about 4 or 5 generations.
Yeah, I mean, Corky,
that's just unbelievable.
Yeah, Corky called some of the players at the end. He called their great grandfathers.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I see. We're talking about Jackie, Regina Pickle is Regina's down there as we speak. But it's going to be a special night. That's between games. Let's get back to this game for a moment here. 33-9. Bradley's opened up a big lead. Stovall will have one more. And you see the time. We have just under 2 minutes until halftime. Appreciate you joining us tonight wherever you are. MixTV.tv, the rivalry games. Ball got to go back to Walker Valley. Appreciate our crew. They've been working hard here since earlier this afternoon. And we got a great crew here tonight, and it's just going to be a great night. Here in almost mid-January, aren't we?
Unbelievable. February frenzy is upon us.
Right around the corner.
Absolutely.
You dubbed it. You should have trademarked that, because now everybody uses it.
Yep, I wasn't that smart.
Another steal. There's Stovall again. That's now 14 for Stovall. So they add to the lead, 35-9.
And, the other thing that Avery does, Avery being gone, is opens up the scoring for Stovall a little bit more. Again, Ware, of course. And then you have team, Harmony as a thank you, Harmony. Mm-hmm. Thanks for scoring.
Good timing.
Yeah, great timing. Harmony was 6 now, but, with Harmony and Camorra, with Tatiana, and then you're opening up the door for people like Abby White and others that Addie Guerin, they're going to look to fill. All they need is fill a void. Defensively they have to do a lot more, but offensively you're looking to fill 12 points a game, and if you do that, then you're able to say, hey, we're as good as we were. And what you hope if you're Coach Reuter is, as I told him the other day, we're at a little Christmas party, and I said, well, she'll be back for the sub-state. And he went, stop. He said, stop talking to me. I was like, well, he said, don't get my hopes up. And so everyone wants her back as quickly as possible, but they understand. But it's her confidence more than her shooting. It's just the confidence that she brings to the floor is what this team is, I think, so desires, and that'll be interesting to see how fast Dr. Spangler and his staff can get her back.
Yeah, it's an excellent point. About to end this half, about 5 seconds. Going to try for one last shot before the half. No good. And we got a foul right before the buzzer. So this foul,
I don't think it's going to matter. Unfortunately, Steve, for Walker Valley, 4 points in that second quarter is just not a recipe for success for the Lady Mustangs.
Not going to get it. All right, so that's the half. We're going to go into our Stephen Hatchett for DA halftime report. And coming up at the half, we'll look back at this first half, which obviously has been all Bradley here at Bradley tonight, as we are ready for this. And then we'll look ahead to the boys' activities, which are, of course, coming up next. So let's go to it. It's our Stephen Hatchett for DA halftime show. And we'll come back. Let's take 2 minutes here, Austin. 2 minutes. And we're on mixedtv.tv. We're back in 2 minutes.
Caldwell Paving, paving the way in Tennessee since 1958. Caldwell Paving specializes in asphalt paving and seal coating. They serve residential clients, industrial and commercial companies, and subdivision projects. Conveniently located in Charleston, Caldwell Paving serves all of Southeast Tennessee. Caldwell Paving, old surfaces made new. CaldwellPaving.com.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
Now at Hardee's, 2 hand-breaded chicken tender wraps are only $5. Choose your favorite flavors for endless combinations. 2 wraps, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Cleveland Tire is ready to help your auto any way it can. We're one of the largest providers of Bridgestone and Firestone tire dealers in the area. We sell all major brand tires. We have ASE certified mechanics on staff 6 days a week. We also have a commercial truck tire center that provides 24-hour roadside service and minor mechanical repairs on site. We have built our reputation on years of quality, affordable work and tires. We pride ourselves in customer satisfaction and great service. Cleveland Tire Center.
I love the Cleveland community because I think it's a very warm place to live. It's just a very friendly community, and you don't necessarily have to be born here to fit in. There's a lot of folks that move here and they fall in love with it. I feel like we make our customers feel valued by the way we treat them. We're very welcoming here. We get to know them. We learn their names. We learn their goals, and we try to meet all their financial needs, not just do one transaction with them.
MixedTV.tv, the rivalry game, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. It is the Stephen Hatchett for District Attorney halftime show. You can see more about him on the website. It's halftime here, and as we're going to begin, though, with the Future Stars. This has been a segment that, by the way, has gotten a lot of attention. We get a lot of mentions about this, and it's the Future Stars, and that is that we want to, at ATS The Bridge, they want them to be protected from not only drugs and also vaping and addiction, and that is what ATS The Bridge is all about. I'm a proud board member of ATS The Bridge, founded by the great Steve Wright, Wright Brothers Construction. We've got a great board of directors and community people led by Zandra Welsh and Jared Waldrop, going into the schools locally. And you see the reason that we do it right there is, and that's why we're fighting so hard to for them right there. And it's all the Future Stars with our friends at ATS The Bridge. Let's get some halftime stats right now. And I tell you what, I'm going to let Shelton do that when he comes back. We'll let him do that. Let's take another timeout here. Just a quick reminder, here as you see our score, Bradley 37, Walker Valley 9. And thanks to United Community Bank, our buddy Ryan Hulton, and everybody at UCB, United Community Bank And there's a shot. That's pointing toward the Bradley side of the section over there. And yeah, if you look right there in the back left, see that back left corner? That's Coach Damon Floyd. There's Bartley Norton hugging a friend. And you see people you know here, folks. Walker Valley at Bradley tonight. It's a big night. Boys game to follow. Let's take another 2-minute break, Austin. Another 2-minute timeout as it is a crosstown night. Walker Valley at Bradley Central at Smitty Arena. MixTV.tv, the rivalry games supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Back in 2 minutes.
20 years later, we've grown in many ways, but never out of that same customer-first heart to serve. Doing the right thing simply because it's right will earn your business the right way every day, every year, offering permanent steel roofing and siding at competitive prices, keeping promises, staying on time for both deliveries and pickups, making things right when we come up short. Partners like you are the reason Best Buy Metals exists.
Thank you for the opportunity to serve you.
Come see us!
For more than 50 years, Cleveland Plywood Company has been serving our community. They're dedicating to providing quality products with professional service to all of Cleveland and our surrounding area. They offer easy pickup or delivery on everything in stock. Cleveland Plywood carries every element of the building process, including windows, doors, truss, flooring materials, shingles, and of course, building lumber. Stop by and visit them. Cleveland Plywood, 2700 20th Street, Northeast in Cleveland, or call 472-3357.
This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car as is. Don't even wash it. You'll be shocked of how much I'm willing to pay for your old car in any condition. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where selling your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Hi, I'm Brian Poole, sole owner of Poole Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland. It's going to be more of our discount funeral home and cremation center. We'll offer $895 cremation that will come with a wood urn. Only other charges the family have be for death certificates and permits. That's it. No other hidden charges, no other hidden fees. And we have a traditional burial package, $4,595. That does include a casket and the services. You can reach us at www.pfhserenity.com.
Our legal system is complex, and your case may impact several areas of the law. Don't just hire a lawyer who focuses on one thing. Hire a team of experienced attorneys ready to handle your case wherever it may lead. Call Logan Thompson, one of the area's most respected law firms. From personal injury to criminal and family law, from contract disputes to disability, the team at Logan Thompson will work together to ensure you are well represented and well compensated. Logan Thompson, we fight to win.
Welcome back. It is our halftime report brought to you by Stephen Hatchett for District Attorney. As part of our rivalry games tonight, we're about a minute and a half away from the second half of Walker Valley and Bradley girls. Time for the Westwood Baptist first quarter recap. And actually, this will be the first half recap at this point. But leading scorers in the game for Walker Valley, Jalea Lindsay with, let's see here, total points at 4 for Lindsay. Ashlyn Pierce with 2, Soraya Cox with 2. And then for Bradley Central, thus far, we have 2 players tied with 14, Kamara Fields and also Tatiana Stovall, each with 14. Bradley, the big lead here at the half of 37-9, and we're rejoined once again by Stephen Shelton. And Shelton, as we go to some halftime statistics that were just provided, I did give the leading scores tonight. What else sticks out to you here with our friends and the stats brought to you by United Community Bank?
Well, I think, United Community Bank, you got Richard Burnett and all those great folks over there. I mean, it is what it is.
Great folks, yeah.
Stovall and Fields have 14 points apiece. And I apologize, I pulled a Steve Hartline there.
Oh, yeah, it's all right. That's fine. Hey, I'm used to it.
I got stuck.
It's fine.
got stuck talking. But
oh yeah, imagine
when you look at the shared, Greg, we're talking about points in the first half. Fields and Stovall 14 points apiece. When you try to game plan for Bradley Central, it's difficult for most teams in a high school level to try to really game plan for one, more or less two young ladies, young women that are able to score as they are able to score for Bradley Central. You got Fields with 14, Ware with 6, Guerin chipped in a three-pointer there, and the Stovall with 14. But it's a difficult situation.
Yeah, and that's what I was going to say. I mean, you said exactly what I was going to say. Is it's difficult enough with 1 6-footer, but when you've got 2 that can score, that just makes all the difference in the world.
16 for Fields, so they continue on. I saw you were talking to Beasley. Why is he here?
Beasley said, "Where do I sit?" I said, "Well, you're a First Baptist. You can sit where you want to."
Oh,
I said, "You can sit on either side. It's fine. People will still show up." I said, "But Lovinggood sitting at the very end over here." I said, "Don't sit by Lovinggood."
No.
And I said, but either way. And
Greg should show him to a seat, just like he does at church.
I mean, I can.
Where's your red shirt?
Yes.
It's funny because I was down there talking to Beasley a second ago, and Beasley gives me instructions every Sunday morning because the 9:15 service, he wants the front 2 rows to make sure they're packed for TV.
Yeah.
So he's like, now make sure you get those seated.
Yeah, absolutely.
So he gives me instructions every week.
Oh, he gives everybody instructions.
But I told Beasley, I said, Jordan being the new pastor is the greatest. I said, you went from having the same, you have the same job description that you had, but all of a sudden you become a superstar. They put you on TV all the time, and all of a sudden he's like, what do you mean? What does that mean?
Well, I'm not sure you can call Jordan a new pastor.
Well, when Jordan got there, compared
gotcha.
compared to when he was there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, COVID was the best thing that ever happened to Stephen Beasley.
Okay.
Well, because we went online. We started doing everything online.
14 for her. Is that right? How many?
17. Sorry.
17. I can't say that.
Yep.
Charlton's trying to hand signal me here. Why don't you wave your whole hand next time?
Well, it's that one finger that gets up.
Well, I know. Yeah. That's the one that gets the most use for you, so it's about right. Turn around, no good. Boy, I tell you, they're not in Walker Valley, not in double figures yet. But yeah, between games, I saw Jackie down there a second ago. They're going to retire Jackie Pickle's number.
Well, I will say I told Coach Reuter on Sunday, I said, hey, we're going to be there, mixedtv.tv, going to be at Bradley Central High School, Jim Smitty Arena. I said, Walker Valley, Bradley Central. I said, come talk to us after the game. He said, sure. He said, what do you want to talk about? He's like, he's always a guy that's planning.
Oh, yeah.
I said, sure. I said, we're going to talk about the way you lost to that Georgia team. He said, no, we're not. And I
said you won't bring it up.
I will not. You're wrong. I mean,
absolutely.
And so as Stovall tries to hit her 15th point. And so, or Stovall looks like she hasn't played for a while. So, anyways, but no, it's I don't think any scouts going to say, Tatiana, sorry you couldn't hit that free
throw.
Down
to 50 offers now.
Yeah, 50 instead of 51 Division I offers.
Yeah,
but no, the rapport, and a few people understand, and I try to explain this. We were at a Christmas party. And we talked about, that when we first started to today, the rapport we have with coaches. Mm-hmm. They know, hey, we're going to give them a hard time. They expect it. But the rapport we have with the guys that will just come in and talk to us and really give us opportunity to talk about things that they otherwise wouldn't speak about. I just think the Chattanooga Times Free Press, some of the things they do versus some of the things we're able to do and other media outlets, it's unbelievable.
Hey, guys, I do want to side note here. Apparently, Alabama has scheduled a news conference for 10 o'clock tonight to announce Kalen DeBoer as their new head coach following Saban's exit. What do you make of that choice?
Well, let me tell you what I make of that choice. You got a guy that was at the University of Washington that had an opportunity to play in the top 4. Let me just say this. I think that is the death knell for Alabama football, and let me tell you why. When you got a guy that has that much success, Greg, that wants to leave where he was, that tells me there's a whole lot going on that he was either covering up or he was trying to get rid of. But you don't go from Washington to Alabama and even fathom the same amount of success in a Pac-12 versus a SEC schedule. Pac-12, you win 2 games, you win Oregon State, you win Oregon, you're somebody. In the SEC, you've got to play a whole lot more teams. I just think that's not a great look for Alabama.
I would agree with you. I sent you the text today that I think that it was for Tennessee fans, I think it was a great hire for Alabama because he doesn't have any SEC experience. He's a West Coast guy. He's never recruited on the East Coast, so he's never recruited Atlanta, Georgia. He's never recruited in Florida. He's never recruited where all these hotbeds where all these kids are in Texas. Even he's never recruited there. He recruits the West Coast, and that's just such a huge gap that he has to fill.
The other thing I'll say about that, Steve and Greg, is one thing. For Nick Saban to have 2 coaches, whether it be the Oregon coach or whether it be Norvell at Florida State, to turn that job down tells me that the expectations were so high that both coaches said thanks, but no thanks.
But haven't they already lost quite a bit to the portal?
At this point? Remember, Alabama players has 30 days from the last day of their last game. So that to me tells you that portal is about to light up, and for Nick Saban to be in the as Fields is a shot 19 for her. For Nick Saban to have been in the office the day after he retires, trying to talk to players and recruits and coaches to keep them as in place as possible, that tells me that this is maybe not what Alabama was looking for, but they had to pull the trigger as quickly as possible to keep the ship from sinking.
Agree.
Yeah. That's exactly right.
The only thing different is they didn't hire John Gruden or talk about him.
Which I've got a problem with.
Do you know there was another Florida State coach who spurned Alabama, according to Ben Inscore at the Town Squire. Back in the late 70s, a guy named Bobby Bowden also turned Alabama down.
Wow, I didn't know that. That's
I didn't either until today. He probably made it up.
Yeah, but I just don't. I'm just not sure. With all the other Saban disciples out there, again, you think they're going to hire a Saban disciple, and that's not what they do. And so I think you've got a lot of Alabama fans that are not super happy. They're trying to act like they're happy about this hire, but deep down they're wondering why there's not somebody with Nick Saban roots that's coming through.
Well, I think that's the big thing is the roots. If you look at the history of most coaching trees, if you have someone with roots to the program, Kirby Smart, let me use him as a great example. Kirby was not part of the Mark Richt coaching tree, but Kirby Smart was a guy that had SEC roots and played at the University of Georgia. He goes and wins multiple national championships as Fields gets 20 on the night. But when you have that guy, that caliber of coach come in as the former defense coordinator for University of Alabama, and you're expecting great things. The problem is now is you've got a guy named DeBoer who if I were to give him a lineup, if I put him on a lineup of 100 Alabama fans, maybe 15 can pick him out. Maybe 15 can pick him out.
I'm a huge college football fan, and I'm not sure I could have.
Now, he has had great success.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't get me wrong. He has had great success. But success in college football does not always transit into success into the SEC. There is a completely different expectation, and I just don't believe. I think everything in college football and college sports goes, whether it's UCLA basketball, whether it's Kentucky basketball, whether it's Indiana basketball, whether it's whoever football you want to talk about, every program at some point has the ebbs and flows of a program. We've seen it in Tennessee the last 15, 17 years as they've tried to get back. But today I will say I believe this is the start of the end of for the next 10 to 15 years of Alabama football.
I hope you're right.
Yep. Well, as another 2 points, that's going to be 8 for Harmony Ware. Hey, and they got that statue of Saban, at Alabama. They were putting flowers on it like he was dead.
I saw that. It's like, what in the world?
Well, the program, Shelton said, it's dead. So, I mean,
Now, if we can just get Kirby Smart to the Falcons and get him out of Georgia, it's going to be a good day.
If Kirby Smart goes to the Falcons, I'm going to tell you now, I will buy everybody season tickets that's listening.
Well, here's that's a three-pointer for Bischoff there. That's 5 for her. Hey, here's the deal, though, about the Falcons, and the talk is right now they're going to write a check to Bill Belichick and try to get him. Arthur Blank is 81 years old.
Steve, I don't know.
That's what now. I mean,
he wants to win now.
He wants to win now. Now, can Belichick do that anymore? Who knows? I love it. I hope it happens.
Well, let me ask you this: is Bill Belichick? There's no discussion. As bad as this hurts me, Nick Saban is the greatest college football coach of all time, and I'm talking over Bear Bryant because of the era he had to coach in.
Period.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
it's not close.
No, it's not.
Bill Belichick, to me, is the greatest coach of all time.
There's no doubt.
But,
and again, it's not close.
But here's the difference. Is Belichick the greatest coach of all time? As Harmony gets her 10th point of the night, is Belichick the greatest coach of all time because of one quarterback, or is he the greatest coach of all time? You remember, Nick Saban had to go through multiple players every year. The one constant that was the Patriots was Tom Brady. And you saw that when he went to the Buccaneers and he was able to win a championship there. So my question is Nick Saban the greatest college coach of all time? Yes. Is Belichick the greatest NFL coach of all time? On paper, yes. But is it because he had the greatest quarterback possibly of all time?
I think it's a very good question. And you've seen him with him and without him. And you saw him in Cleveland before that, years and years ago. And, but hey, the way things are now, bring him on.
Oh, absolutely.
It can't get any worse.
Yeah, well.
I guess it could, but.
We just had Arthur Smith.
Right.
It's extremely mediocre. But anyway, that 24-hour, really a 14-hour period of that coaching news, you got Belichick, Saban, and Pete Carroll.
Yeah. Listen, people, as Harmony goes up, Harmony well for her 12th point of the night and one opportunity for Harmony. Listen, people don't understand. There's 3 coaches in college and NFL history: Jimmy Johnson, Pete Carroll, and
Switzer,
that have won a championship in college and a championship in NFL. Pete Carroll goes at 72 years old, goes into the closet, and no one really talks about it because of all the other news.
Well, he was.
And listen, guys, he may be one of the top 5 coaches of all time.
He is.
I will tell you, and I've said this before he retired, he may be the most underrated coach out there because nobody ever talks about it. Yeah. This dude won an NCAA championship. He won NFL championships.
It could have won 2.
Should have won 2.
Yeah, and it was one play. One play call.
Marshawn Lynch.
And you never hear people talk about him when you talk about coaching circles. And I don't get that because he's done it, and he's done it for a long time, and they've had winning records for a long time. I don't get it.
And the other thing I will say about him is this, as of course Harmony scores again, 23 points for her. The other thing I'll say about this, the emotion that he showed in his press conference shows you how much he cared, even at the NFL level, making the money he made. It wasn't about the money. It was about the passion to win and succeed is unbelievable.
Adam Schefter at ESPN reported this morning that there are actually some jobs that may open up because Belichick and Carroll are now available. Carroll, is supposed to be an advisor. That may not happen. He may still coach. Belichick is definitely going to coach somewhere. It's a probably most fascinating offseason.
New England today.
Gerard
Mayo. Guys, listen. He was drafted out of the University of Tennessee by New England. He played linebacker at New England. He is more of a New England Patriot than probably anybody in the country. And he was, what I've read today, he was the hand-picked to take over.
Well, it was in his contract. He was in a contract to be the next coach.
Gerard Mayo, the former linebacker at the University of Tennessee, is now the head coach at New England. Now, again, if you want to talk about travesties in the NFL, how the Titans fire Mike Vrabel is beyond me.
Well, hey, hold that thought. We'll come back after the break. And that's a good point.
You're giving me. I'm sorry.
1 minute timeout, and we'll come back for the fourth quarter.
I'm going to cuss in 1 minute.
Hello.
Give Shelton time to brew.
Back in 1 minute.
Did you figure out what you're going to do for college yet?
No, I don't think so. I'd like to go to Wesleyan like you, but I don't think my parents can afford it.
I bet they can. I qualified for a program and I'm going to TW tuition free.
Really? How is that?
The TWU Pledge. It's a program they offer to local high school students that basically helps with their tuition. You should check it out.
Will do. Can you send me that link?
Yeah.
Don't let anything stand in the way when excellence is within reach. Tennessee Wesleyan University is the best value in higher education for East Tennesseans. Tennessee Wesleyan, where dreams meet affordability.
Voitic Center for Orthopedic Care treats all orthopedic injuries, including neck and back pain. At Voitic Center for Orthopedic Care, insurance isn't a worry because they accept all insurances and can even get same-day appointments or even walk-ins. Digital x-rays are even on site. Voitic Center is also a certified concussion care specialist. Contact Dr. Voitic and his staff at 479-3600 for your appointment today.
All right, back with more final period here, and obviously we are.
I'm still fired up.
So talking here, 62-14, Bradley leads the final period.
You guys got me more mad over the commercial break. I'm just
glad you got all the cussing out over the break.
Well, you know, apparently I'm not. Some of the words I said were not.
Yeah.
But regardless, listen. Here's the deal, guys. You know, Dan Patrick said on his show, which I know Steve's a fan of Dan Patrick.
Oh yeah.
Fine if you want to fire Mike Vrabel, okay? But tell me who you get that's better than Mike Vrabel.
Yeah.
There's nobody. There's
Agreed.
nobody better than Mike Vrabel that's available right now. Even his players said, this is the guy.
Yep.
We just didn't have the talent. We traded. Listen, remember when the Titans traded away Antonio Brown to the Eagles and said he was washed up? Now Antonio Brown all of a sudden is breaking records with the Eagles. It's like, yeah, that guy was washed up. Yeah,
A.J. Brown.
A.J., I'm sorry. That's A.J. Brown. You know, all of a sudden he's washed up to okay, I'm sorry. You know, now he's breaking records.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, or setting records, I should say. So
he's an all-pro.
Unbelievable.
Well, and they don't. And again, I don't think it's going to be tougher to get somebody there because you're hanging your hat on Will Levis, who I'm not a fan of, and he doesn't have the. I don't think he can play in the big game, and that's what you're hanging your hat on as a new coach.
Well, I mean, Levis, you're going to lose your best running back and the third best running back in Oilers Titans history. It's going to be. I don't know what they do in the draft. Some people say they go wide receivers. Some people say they go offensive linemen.
They got to take an offensive tackle.
I believe you're right. I believe you got to take an offensive tackle to help secure Will Levis. As a Tennessee fan, I can't pull for Will Levis.
Me either.
But he's not bad. So.
Well, we disagree there because I think he is.
Okay, that's fine. Love Howard. I love Howard with her first 2 points of the night. But at the end, Steve, you think about this NFL and the college coaching carousel. It's just so fascinating.
It is.
It is unbelievably fascinating.
You know who do you know who I don't know what the guru of the coaching carousel is Kent Smith of Ocoee Middle, who I met, by the way, through you, Shelton. And
I apologize.
Nah, you really, I mean, that's terrible.
Kent's sitting up there. I saw him.
Is Kent here?
I saw him here, yep.
Kenny! Oh, there he is. I just saw him.
Yeah, he's sitting straight across from us.
If I didn't forget my cell phone at home, I'd text him. But, it is what it is.
Hey, you know what? He's in front of Chris Green. Look at you see Chris way up there and Jamie, and I'll text him right now. But no, he's the guy. He usually is pretty good on the predictions.
And he's a huge Falcons fan.
I know he was a Bears fan until he started hanging around Chris and me. So it's 68-14, and you guys are saying the boys' game's going to be a lot better.
But listen, if you've got friends, family, I don't care what it is, tune in this boys' game. There's two things going to happen. Either it's going down to the wire or Walker Valley's going to show how much better they've gotten over the last month. But either way, this is going to be an incredible. What is Fruit Loops
What's
doing?
going on?
What's Fruit Loops doing here?
All of a sudden, it's like seeing a ghost.
Who let him out of the closet?
Yeah, exactly.
Who let him out of the closet? He's talking
What
smack.
is going on?
He's now talking smack to us. What are we doing here?
We have we can't take a break. We can't do anything now.
Fruit Loops.
He's just running around like it's like there's something happening that we need to know about.
Fruit Loops is out of the closet.
Look at this.
What are we doing here?
It's Holt Winters. What's going on, Holt?
Not much. I'm just here with my friends watching the game.
Come here, Luke. Come here. Is anybody there to switch the camera? I guess not. So we can't get on TV yet.
Oh, okay.
But we will here in a minute.
Okay.
I got Luke and Holt Winters. What have you guys been doing?
Just watching the game and playing
football. Hey, so what are we? Holt and Heartline would love to see you guys. But what are we letting our hair grow out a little bit? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Why? What's the? Was it your father, the inspiration? No.
He's bald. Why would he
Well,
be
I know
inspiration?
that.
He don't got no hair.
It was a joke. So you guys been playing some football.
Yes,
I've been
sir.
watching you guys. And, well, let me ask you this. What do you make of Bradley tonight? I mean, how do you think they're doing, the Barretts?
Very good. I think we're doing very good.
Yeah, you guys, your dad, you got a long history here at Bradley, don't you? You going to come to Bradley, you think?
Yes.
Yeah. So what are you guys playing nowadays? You're at Lake Forest, aren't you?
Yeah. We're about to start baseball. Yeah.
Start baseball. Oh, there you go. Look at this. There they are. Come on in, guys. Come in behind them. Come in behind them. Come here. So this is Holt Winters, my buddy. This is Luke Winters, my other buddy. This is Robbie and Amber Winters' sons.
Come on, Kenny.
And who else do we got here, guys?
This is Kenyon. Wave.
Hey, Kenyon, how are
Taylor.
you?
This is Yeshua.
Hey, Yeshua.
And that's Maddox.
This Hey, is Maddox. Maddox.
And then there's Jackson. He's being bashful.
Yeah, Jackson's over there by himself.
Jackson is?
Yeah.
So, where you don't want to talk?
You got it, bro.
You don't want to talk? That's okay. Where do you go to school, buddy? You're at Lake Forest? Yeah, what grade are you in?
6.
Do you know these guys? Yeah, I don't either. I don't either.
Shut up.
Good answer.
Yeah, don't know who they are.
Now, let me talk to him a second. What's your name?
Maddox.
Maddox who?
Alexander.
Maddox Alexander. You look familiar. Where do you go to school?
Lake Forest.
What grade?
6th.
6th grade at Lake Forest. Very good. Now, Holt, you've done some broadcasting, haven't you? Are you on a play or something? Is that right?
No, not anymore.
No, you did at one time.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I was, but not anymore.
All right. Luke and Holt Winters, my buddies. And we're 70-14 here with about a minute 20. So,
yikes.
Yeah, you guys are.
This is a butt whipping.
You guys are taking over here. Well, your mother will get mad that you said that. You understand?
Probably.
And we're going to show her this tape. And your father.
You're right, Ro.
So tell me about Lily Winters. How's she doing?
Well, right now they're flying to Houston because they got a volleyball tournament.
In Houston, Texas?
Yeah.
My goodness. Are both parents with them or?
No. My dad's staying. My mom is going with her.
Oh, okay, very nice. So yeah, your sister's big time volleyball from what your dad was telling me.
Yeah, she made the college prep team for
in Knoxville, I think.
Yeah,
that's the highest team that they could have made.
And she's a great singer too.
Yeah. Taught her everything she knows.
I can tell you guys probably did. It took both of you.
Yeah.
And you see we got 30 seconds. Another three-pointer.
Yeah.
Is good there. So, well, guys, it's great to see you. And anything you want to say here, anybody you want to say hi to? You're on Mixed TV right now.
Well, if my grandparents are watching.
Now, one of your grandparents is sitting over there, Bill Winters.
Oh.
You see him come in?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I watched him come in.
Oh.
But anybody else you want to say hello to? Any teachers or anything? How are your grades?
Can we change the subject, please?
What?
Can we change the subject, please?
Change the subject. All right, guys. Hey, thanks. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you. My buddies. Yeah, you're welcome. Luke and Holt Winners and friends.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Bye, guys.
All right, we're just hand them to me. Just hand them to me. There we go. Good job, guys. All right. Well, that's the end of the girls' game. 72-14. Tell you what, we're going to take a 2-minute break here. And when we come back, Jackie Pickle Davis will have her number retired. And we're going to take a break and come back and cover that right here on MixTV.tv. And the boys' game is next. Stand by.
Welcome to Alon Planting Partners. Alon means a sturdy, well-rooted oak, one that produces fruit in every season. This definition is the very nature of the comprehensive financial plans we craft to enable individuals and families to thrive in every season. As independent fiduciary advisors, our number one loyalty is you, the client. We offer purpose-based financial solutions for everything from retirement to tax efficiency, risk management to debt-free living. Through a relational approach, we offer education from the very start so you can be confident with your financial strategy. During times of market volatility, it can be easy to get swept up by loud voices that advocate for worry. Well-built strategies win in the long run and offer peace of mind.
Visit Alon Planting Partners online
or give us a call today.
And the late Jim Pickle. She is also the loving sister to Cal and Kellen. Beyond the game, Jackie finds strength and support in her family, including her husband, Colt, and her pride and joy, her children, Nora, Lydia, and Paul. Also accompanying Jackie this evening is Coach Jack Harlow, Coach Brian Glasner, and Henry and Connie Dillon. Her list of accomplishments are as follows. At Bradley, all district 3 years, all region 4 years, all state 2 years, Tennessee Miss Basketball finalist senior year. Career 2,210 points, best of preps for 3 years, best of preps player of the year 2006, area FCA athlete of the year, National Christian Athlete of the Year, McDonald's All-American finalist, Wendy's Heisman finalist, 3-sport All-State in cross country and track. 3-year best of preps in both. Holds 3 school records in track. Barrett Award for 2 years and AAU All-American. Also at Bradley, she was Miss Bradley, Homecoming Queen, 4-year class beauty, FCA president, and graduated with a 3.8 GPA. She went on to MTSU, where she was in the 1,000-point club, Defensive Conference Player of the Year, All Conference, and she was recently selected as the top 20 to play at MTSU. Ranks 3rd all-time in steals per game and 10th in career steals. Ranks 3rd all-time in career games played, 132. Ranks 3rd all-time in career three-pointers, 248. Played in 3 NCAA tournaments, won 3 conference championships. She graduated with a master's in education, and she is assistant coach at Oakland High School before moving to Knoxville, where she is a stay-at-home mom. Let's give it a round of applause as we celebrate a Barrett icon, 00 Jackie Pickle Davis.
Hi, I'm Brian Poole, sole owner of Pool Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland. It's going to be more of our discount funeral home and cremation center. We'll offer $895 cremation that will come with a wood urn. Only other charges the family have be for death certificates and permits. That's it. No other hidden charges, no other hidden fees. And we have a traditional burial package, $4,595. That does include a casket and the services. You can reach us at www.pfhserenity.com.
You came in, you took Greg's
We like to think
headset.
what makes Andrew Johnson make different is the way we work with our community and our customers. We also have a great staff with a lot of experience that we feel like can help you whatever your need is for banking. I love the community of it. Like I said, I was born and raised here. I've seen it grow, and I love our growth pattern. It's just a great place to live with friendly people that just make you feel at home.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox. Air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
Welcome back. It's our Leisure Time Bowling post-game report following the girls' game. Hey, Fruit Loops, I want to come to you for a second. You told, I know you told us earlier about a big deal for Bradley bowling, speaking of Leisure Time Bowling. Is that right? Can you hear?
Yes.
Absolutely. This is riveting so far, Fruit Loops. Keep going.
Look, I'm only doing about 20 things in here.
Okay.
For the first time ever, the girls bowling team is going to the state finals. So congratulations to the Bradley girls bowling team.
Very nice. Very, very nice. And we're going to have Jackie Pickle Davis joining us here in a few minutes. They've just retired her number. All right, guys, it's time for the boys' activities, Shelton, and should be a much more competitive game.
Greg, I'm telling you, I think this is the game of the week. I mean, this may be the game of the month. These two teams came down to a 10-second call that we had at Walker Valley. Grant Campbell come down, had a 10-second call on him. They turn it over. Bradley misses a three-pointer to win it at the end of the game. Could have went either way. We heard Coach Campbell calling timeout. You and I heard it. Not everybody heard it, but we heard him calling timeout to try to save that turnover. Ball goes back to Bradley. They miss the three. They end up losing the game at Walker Valley. But I'll tell you, this Walker Valley team since Christmas break has been absolutely on fire.
Yeah, they've been lights out. They've been making threes. They've been keeping, they haven't turned the ball over. But I think both teams, if you go back to that Walker Valley Bradley game at Walker Valley, both teams feel like they left some things on the table there. Obviously, Walker Valley was able to get a win out of it, but they still feel like they left some things on the table there. They had a decent lead, they lost it. So they played good in spurts. And then Bradley, again, they had a chance to win and didn't. So this is a game where both teams really think they still have something to prove.
If you're Bradley Central, how important is it to get the ball to Tyree Stovall?
Yeah, and I think that in that game against Walker Valley, they didn't do that. That's the thing that they have against Walker Valley. They have a size advantage. They've got to take advantage of that size advantage. That's hard to say. That's a lot of advantages. But they've got to take advantage of that, and they've got to get the ball down in deep and make Walker Valley defend them underneath the basket.
Steve, when you look at this game, you look at games throughout the season, this one not as important as it used to be, but still important nonetheless. You're looking at two teams that they think, hey, we believe that we're one game away from going to Murfreesboro. We believe that we can for Bradley Central, we can athleticism most teams. For Walker Valley and Coach Campbell, we think we can outshoot everybody. We got 7, 8, 9 deep that can come off the bench and say, hey, you know what? We're going to shoot your eyeballs out. And that's what you've seen. Even with Chris Green's son, he goes in as kind of a last substitute in Florida, hits 6 threes in a quarter and a half, and you're all of a sudden you're like, okay, well, how deep is this team? And so that's what I think you're seeing. Both these squads, Bradley, they do not have the shooters that Walker Valley does. They have great athletes. You've seen on football in the football season. But for Walker Valley, you've got a bunch of basketball players that love to shoot the basketball, and I think that's going to be the tell of these two teams tonight here at Jim Smitty.
Well, and I tell you what, we're setting it up here. 2 minutes. Let's take another 2-minute timeout, Fruit Loops, and we are live getting ready for a very much anticipated boys game. Walker Valley and Bradley, along with Stephen Shelton, Greg Phillips, Steve Hartline with you. Going to be joined by Jackie Pickle Davis in a few minutes. She just had her number retired here at Bradley tonight. Walker Valley, Bradley boys up next. We're back in 2 minutes.
Did you figure out what you're going to do for college yet?
No, I don't think so. I'd like to go to Wesleyan like you, but I don't think my parents can afford it.
I bet they can. I qualified for a program and I'm going to TW tuition free.
Really? How is that?
The TWU Pledge. It's a program they offer to local high school students that basically helps with their tuition. You should check it out.
Will do. Can you send me that link?
Yeah.
Don't let anything stand in the way when excellence is within reach. Tennessee Wesleyan University is the best value in higher education for East Tennesseans. Tennessee Wesleyan, where dreams meet affordability.
Attention, business owners and managers. Bring your team for team building to Leisure Time Bowling. Leisure Time Bowling offers your company or organization the chance to have fun together with bowling, great food, and a private meeting space. Research shows that team building leads to greater business success. Call Leisure Time Bowling to make your reservation at 728-2988. That's 728-2988 or ltbowling.com.
Everyone there at the Porsche dealership are so personable and very knowledgeable that we just keep coming back. What I was looking for was a sport utility that was sporty and attractive and had the ability to perform to my expectations. The service department goes above and beyond with their routine service maintenance, and they get me out of there quickly. Chattanooga Auto Square. Luxury lives here.
All right, welcome back, everybody. It's getting ready for Walker Valley and Bradley Central tonight. Boys game. Obviously, Bradley, the big win over Walker Valley girls. And, yeah, we are creating community here. Thanks.
Well, what we're doing is creating some Alabama fans who are in denial. Listen, just because Urban Meyer went from Bowling Green, by the way, he didn't go from Bowling Green to Florida. He made a pit stop in a little place called Utah. So before ever we're getting hate mail all of a sudden. Listen, I don't care what you think. DeBoer is the scapegoat in this. He is the guy that's going to fail, and they got to get past that. We've been there. We've done that. As a Tennessee fan, let me tell you, Alabama fans, let me help you through this process. Lower your expectations. And when you do, you'll be able to accept the fact for the next 10 years, you're going to be nobody. Nobody. So here we are. So get ready, Alabama fans. DeBoer, you're going to go through 3 or 4 coaches. Some of them may be called Butch Jones. Some may be called, listen, we've got a lot of people we can go through. But at the end of the day, Alabama, you were the best there is for the last 16 years, and now it's over. It was coming at some point. It's here. Get over it. Get ready for DeBoer. He'll be the next Mike Price. The only difference is he'll make it through the summer without his credit card and some ladies' events, okay? So it's over with, okay? It is over with for a long time for you Crimson Tide.
All of a sudden you turn into Jim Cornette. I mean, come on, man.
All he needs is a tennis racket.
Oh, my goodness.
I wish I had one.
Oh, man. Well, probably so.
Stop sending us hate mail.
Hey, let's take another 1 minute timeout. We're back in 1 minute on MixedTV.tv.
Go Balls!
Welcome to Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive excellence is our top priority. At Mountain View Nissan, we take pride in offering you the finest selection of vehicles, perfectly suited for your adventurous spirit. From powerful SUVs ready to conquer any terrain to your everyday gas-friendly commuters, we have the perfect vehicle to match your lifestyle. This is Mountain View Nissan Country, where automotive dreams become reality. Visit one of our 3 locations in Dalton, Chattanooga, and Cleveland today, and let us take your driving experience to new peaks.
Caldwell Paving, paving the way in Tennessee since 1958. Caldwell Paving specializes in asphalt paving and seal coating. They serve residential clients, industrial and commercial companies, and subdivision projects. Conveniently located in Charleston, Caldwell Paving serves all of Southeast Tennessee. Caldwell Paving, old surfaces made new. CaldwellPaving.com.
You need money overnight? Check into cash. Your time is tight. .com. Bank account's too low? Check into cash. So where do you go? .com. Do it online in a record time. It's the easy way to get money next day. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. You can be sure it's secure from our bank straight to yours. Do a quick click from home at checkintocash.com. Boom, boom, ba-dum, boom.
Oh, intelligence. It's, intelligence. Fruit Loops is screaming at Josh. We're live, MixedTV.tv, the rivalry games. It's the Cleveland Ford pregame show. And I'm joined again by Josh Rogers here. We got about 5 minutes of the boys' game. You know, the girls' game, Josh, it obviously wasn't much of a game, but Bradley's just dominant.
No, absolutely. And it just kind of shows, they've, from start to finish, Bradley really played a great game, and the girls are really kind of getting in sync and playing really well. And obviously, biggest lead, 58 points throughout the entire game. Had a 17-0 scoring run there in the second half, and 0 lead changes throughout the entire game. Bradley started out quick and just played a great game altogether. I think that if you ask Coach Reuter, there's still things they can work on. You could see them, but when you beat your crosstown rival 72-17, it's a good day for the Bradley Bears. And I think Walker Valley has to understand too, coming in here, that hey, look, you're going up against the defending state champions, and they're looking to repeat. And I think whether it was Walker Valley or whether you put any team out in front of Bradley tonight, I think it's just going to be a buzzsaw all year long.
Well, the boys' game promises to be better, and Shelton and Phillips have been talking about that, and they say it's going to be a good matchup tonight.
Well, I think one of the big things that you look at talking about this, the girls' game still, Bradley scored 72 points, 50 of those points were in the paint. So when you've got big-time players, like Stovall and Harmony and Kamora Fields, it's going to be a great season for these Bradley Bearettes. And I do think that this boys' game is going to be a great game. I think you've got a Bradley team that's played well this year. Walker Valley also has played pretty well this year. So looking forward to seeing how this game turns out tonight.
Yeah, it's should be pretty exciting, pretty fast-paced. Walker Valley likes to shoot from all over the floor. Bradley, of course, does also, so it should be a fun night. Walker Valley and Bradley, anytime you get crosstown rivals together. As you see the Bradley, that's the Bradley student section. They have themes every week or every game, I should say, especially a crosstown. That's just a lot of fun out here. Well, Josh, thanks so much. We're going to take our final break, and there's a portion of the Bradley fan section, as you were seeing there. Anything you want to add here?
No, man, just always excited to stop by, say hello, and thanks for Austin and Gideon and your entire team. And we're always excited at Wholesale Supply to be able to help sponsor these and put these on. And looking forward to seeing you next football season and be back with you guys again. So,
hey, speaking of football season, we've been talking about it for a moment here. At 10 o'clock tonight, Alabama will officially introduce, what's his name, DeBoer?
Yeah.
From Washington. What do you make of that, going Alabama?
I think he'll get a rude awakening and really figure out what college football is all about when you go and play in the Pac-2 and grow up playing over there. And, look, obviously Washington was in the national championship this year. They obviously shouldn't have been, but good luck, and we'll see how he does with Alabama. I would venture to say that he'll be there for about 3 years and he'll be gone. But I think that anybody you put in after Nick Saban will only be there for a very short time.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
It is, and look forward to Georgia winning a few more national championships over the next couple years. So
yeah, it's got to be good news.
SEC championships.
Yeah, it's got to be good news for Georgia and other SEC programs.
It's good news for Tennessee. I think you'll see a Tennessee team that will start bringing down that record a little bit against Alabama and Tennessee, and I think you'll start seeing a lot more wins, less goalposts going down in Knoxville.
Certainly so. Josh, thank you, buddy.
Hey, I had fun. Great to see you. Enjoy Shelton and Phillips, and have a great night.
Yeah, I'll sleep through it, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. All right, we are less than a minute away. Tip-off of the boys game here. It's Walker Valley and Bradley at Bradley Central High School's Jim Smitty Arena. It's a big night when two crosstown rivals get together. About to go down to the public address announcer, and we'll get the starting lineups from the PA announcer here in a moment, as we're getting ready. Walker Valley and Bradley Central. And there we go. Let's go down to the PA announcer.
Once again, good evening. Bradley Central High School welcomes you to Jim Smitty Arena for tonight's basketball matchup between the Walker Valley Mustangs and the Bradley Central Bears. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the introduction of tonight's starting lineups. First for the visitors, the Mustangs. Number 5, Graham Campbell. Number 11, Carl Coates. Number 14, Caleb Salsville. Number 21, Luke Smith. And number 22, Cash Coates. And now, let's meet the starting lineup for your Bradley Central Bears. Number 23, Tyree Stovall. Number 21, Ramarion Taylor. Number 1, Jarius Roger. Number 2, D. Reed. And number 33, Jackson Airy.
There they are, the starting lineups tonight with our friends at Honda Cleveland. And Greg, it's, here we go. And like you guys said, this should be fun.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a fun game. You got two different teams that, you got Walker Valley, who's going to shoot the three. They're going to line up guys around the three-point line. And you got Bradley, who's going to try to push it down the court and try to push the ball inside.
It is our Chat Cars tip-off with Land Rover, Porsche, and Infinity of Chattanooga Auto Square. Hello, Virgil Edwards and everybody down there. The tip won by Bradley, and then out of bounds and back to Walker Valley, just like that. So Walker Valley will have it. Campbell and Sawsville running it out there. This is Luke Smith. He's getting more playing time recently. That's a three for Sawsville, no good. And going to go back to Bradley. Yeah.
Listen, Fruit Loops.
Just started it.
Just listen, do your job. Let somebody else work.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Work the clock back there.
Yeah, come on now. It's fine.
Here is Bradley Central with it. What do they need to do early here? Well, there's a steal.
Well, I mean, Greg, if you think about Walker Valley early, it's just score. It's stretched that defense for Bradley, but for Bradley, just as they did, it's create some turnovers.
Yeah, and Bradley's got to be physical with Walker Valley. That's the thing that the advantage, one of the other advantages they have.
As Bradley has the ball on the outside with Taylor. The big guy there, Stovall.
The other thing, Stovall's got to be aggressive. Yeah, you got a kid that listen, you're more athletic, you're longer, you can do things with the basketball that that Luke Smith's going to have a hard time defending. If I'm Stovall, I'm going right at him, because if you can get him in foul trouble, then the next guy up is going to be much smaller, and you should be able to take over. But Stovall's got to want, Greg, he's got to want the basketball. He's got to want to score.
And they didn't do that in the last game.
No.
And the free throw, no good.
Cash Coach with the rebound. Steve, the other night, Cash Coach 1,000 points for Walker Valley, one of the few that's done that for the men's program. I know Ed and Sylvia are very proud. Eddie's still saying he can score more. Doesn't matter. Tanner wanting to know, I didn't know he was playing at Walker Valley. But T-Sizzle. But what, if you're talking about the legacy of families, you cannot express enough the Coates family's impact on high school basketball in this community.
Certainly so, and Sylvia Lauderdale's number retired up there for Bradley, and she was on some of those Smitty state championship
and
teams.
Went on to coach years at Cleveland.
That's right.
And she said it was hard until she beat Bradley one time, and she said it got a lot easier. So
that's right. So you see, still scoreless, and going to remain scoreless. Block shot, and now a foul against Walker Valley.
Greg, I'll be interested in the rotation that Coach Campbell has tonight. The rotation at Walker Valley against Bradley was really not, I wouldn't say smooth, but it worked out fantastic, especially when you had a couple of the Salisville kids shooting the lights out, and then you had the Davis kids coming in and playing very well. But I'll be interested in the rotation tonight.
Yeah, the Davis kid is getting more and more playing time at the point guard, and he's a difference maker. He's a player. He's a guy that they've got to get on the court more and more as the season progresses.
So Bradley inbound near side. Reed trying to get it in, and does. Guys, we're still scoreless here, 2 minutes in. Not anymore. Shot good, and he's going to go for a three-point play. It's DeAnthony Reed. D. Reed, as they call it.
D, last time we were here was the the Mayfield star of the game.
That's right, yeah.
His ability to get the rim is really second to none, as he hits and one for 3 points, first 3 points of the game for Walker Valley. So we get that first rotation in, Greg. We get that first rotation in, and we're going to bring in Turner Clayton. So Turner able to rebound well, shoot the ball well. So it's Walker Valley is such a guard-oriented offense. It's amazing the way they're able to just to kind of put those pieces together.
Campbell all the way.
The mismatches that they create with having 5 guards on the court at times.
It reminds you, Steve, of the old Phoenix Suns. If you go back to the late 90s when they had a 5-guard set, and they just say, we're going to outrun you, we're going to outshoot you, and that's really that Walker Valley mindset this season.
Foul against Walker Valley here, and going to send Taylor to the line.
Walker Valley finding himself in a little bit of foul trouble. Coates on the bench with 2 fouls right now, and that's Salisville's second foul as well. So that's again, they're going to have to go deep in their bench with the foul trouble.
First free throw is good. And the second is good. That's 2 for
Well, I've got a minute,
Taylor.
Steve. I'll just announce that the next Lynn Jones Foundation night is January 19th here at Bradley Central. If you have a child that attends Black Fox, Chris Green, principal there, with Valley View, all of those students will be able, big three-pointer.
Whoa! So that's Coates. Cash back in.
So back.
What are the schools? Black Fox.
So Black Fox and Valley View will be able to great rebound and put back by Stovall.
Wow. Yeah, Tyrese, his first 2, the junior transfer.
But each child from Black Fox, each child from Valley View on the 19th against East Hamilton will be able to come in to Bradley Central, watch the men's and women's action. They all get 3 tickets to attend the game. They all get 5 tickets to the concession stand of any 5 items they want to get. free of charge to the Lynn Jones Foundation. It will be a big, big night. And I know that Coach Reuter was really big on this, being able to bring both schools in on the same night against East Hamilton.
That's a great, great night and a great thing that Lynn does, and the foundation has meant so much. I think he slipped right down there.
He may have walked, Greg. He may have walked a little bit.
Oh, absolutely walked.
Timeout. That's 4 for him, but timeout here. 9-5, Bradley's grabbed the lead. Let's take a 30-second break, 30-second timeout. MixTV.tv, live from Bradley, back in 30.
I love the Cleveland community because I think it's a very warm place to live. It's just a very friendly community, and you don't necessarily have to be born here to fit in. There's a lot of folks that move here and they fall in love with it. I feel like we make our customers feel valued by the way we treat them. We're very welcoming here. We get to know them. We learn their names. We learn their goals, and we try to meet all their financial needs, not just do one transaction with them.
That was a couple weeks ago.
Walker Valley is going to face a press here as we come back to live action. Saves it in, threw it up. Bradley gets it, and there was a foul back here.
Well, let me say this. Walker Valley's guard set, Greg, there is no reason for them to be attacked on this press like that. They have 4 guys on the floor right now that can handle the basketball, and to be able to volleyball that ball up in the floor in the air is just uncalled for. The way they're able to really manipulate the basketball.
Yeah, but they're really struggling with Bradley's length right now. That they're struggling.
How you doing?
Stovall has altered a few shots down there. They're really struggling with their length.
Hey, Jackie, congratulations. Come on over here. Come over here with us. Now, Shelton, you keep your headset. You need to talk to her a little bit. Come right here in the middle. Yeah, your mom's giving you directions. Sorry, Jackie. There you go.
Sorry.
No, you're all right. You're fine. We're live here. We got Jackie Pickle Davis. She just had her number retired, Shelton, just a few moments ago. How did that feel, Jackie?
You know, I was telling somebody, it 20 years.
Can you
20
believe
years
it?
ago. I cannot believe it. But it has given me such good perspective on just how special it is.
And how old you are.
And
so
how
listen,
old I am.
listen.
I'm telling ya.
Harry came by, your Uncle Harry Dillon, said, still not the best athlete in the family. I am. I don't know if he meant that or not, but Jackie, you were here. Steve and I were talking about how old we are now of calling your games. We cut our teeth when you started in 2002. That's when we really got started with basketball.
Yeah.
But you went from here. You went to MTSU. I saw the other night when MTSU has a big win, and you're like, hey, Blue Raider for life, top deal.
Absolutely.
But you've gone on. You've got a family now. But how special is it to come back to see really the continued success that Coach Reuter's been able to have here at Bradley Central, and now know that your name, your jersey will live in infamy on the wall here.
It feels surreal, and I know that may be an exaggeration, but I look at those names up there, and I think there is just no way that my name deserves to be up there, but it's just such an honor. And like you said, having a family and having kids of your own, you realize what a sacrifice it is for my own parents to have put in so many hours, so much time and money, and family vacations, being sports trips and all the things. And it's just
you guys went to a few sporting events.
We went to a few between the three of us.
Yeah, went to a few sporting events.
Yep.
So we just saw Turner Clayton hit a 3.
Yes.
You got Ashley Turner Clayton. You got Matt Clayton. You've got Eddie Coates. You got Angela Coates. I mean, this has got to be, to watch these. I'm number one. We all feel old, so don't worry about it.
So old.
But to see these names now being able to play, being able to be successful, it just has to be a full circle for you.
It is full circle. It's amazing to see and to just think that the impact that this town, I may not be here anymore, but I absolutely
Your
love.
mom is.
Oh, she is. She's enough for all of us.
Your mom is.
Yep. She has the energy of all of us put together and some.
She does.
But,
what are you doing now, Jackie?
We're in Knoxville, and I'm at home with my 3 wild and crazy kids.
Oh, boy.
And, just trying to survive.
Who you're raising to be Vols fans. It's fine. It's fine, Jackie. If you say War Eagle, you're off the air. Really, it's off.
There's a
they
slam
are Vols
dunk.
fans, you know.
That's 4 for him.
Wow.
Stovall.
This rivalry, when we go back, we were talking about earlier about not to get too nostalgic, but you talk about women's basketball back when you played. Yep. You had Allison Butlers. You had Cleveland High School was so good, and it was really not a question of if we were going to Murfreesboro. It was who was going to Murfreesboro.
That's right.
And to see now, I know this last game got out of hand with the girls, but the wars you guys were in were just unbelievable.
It is unbelievable. I mean, the talent that's out here, just year in, year out, it is unbelievable. Yep.
So, you're talking about your children.
Who are Vols fans?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Future athletes, maybe?
I was telling somebody down there, my oldest loves basketball and can beat anybody in the neighborhood in our driveway. Will not play basketball.
Oh, come on.
I know, she's a swimmer.
Hey,
she's
that's
a swimmer.
All right.
She absolutely loves it.
That's all
and
right.
We've kind of fallen in love with that sport. And the younger two, still a little too early to tell. But
isn't it funny, though? I just got through with a guy you're very familiar with, Brandon Turner.
Yes.
All SEC, getting drafted by the Marlins.
Yeah.
His son, I said, you ready to play baseball? He went, I'm a basketball player.
Wow.
Isn't it funny, though, when they're younger, they really just kind of navigate toward a certain sport. But after time, Brandon's like, he's a baseball player.
He's going to be a baseball player.
I'm not going to even push it, but for the same thing for you, you're able to see some of the integral parts of what your children it takes to be successful in a basketball court. But at the same time, as Brandon said, I'm just going to step away until it's time.
That's right.
That's
right. And what we've said all along is if you're active, if you find something that you love and that you can compete in, we'll support you in whatever it is.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, Jackie, congratulations.
Thank
It's one of the biggest honors you can have as a player here. We were just
Absolutely.
commenting on those names.
It is unreal. It is unreal to sit here and look at that.
Well, your name being put up there in the most historic and the winningest program in Tennessee history says a lot. Your father would be proud.
Man, I know. I was telling Eddie Frazier, I said it doesn't feel right to
your
walk in this gym and not see your dad in his spot and to not know that my dad is here too.
Your father would be proud.
Yeah,
That's
thank
right.
you. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Jackie. Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for coming
Always a pleasure.
up. Thank you. All right, our friend Jackie Pickle Davis, who got her number retired here tonight, Shelton, and again, just such a special athlete and just a special person.
Well, when you get when you come through the Bradley Central program and you go play Division I basketball, when all the accolades that you can be given, but to have your name, your number retired in this group of individuals is more than special.
It's just incredible. Well, and I know you guys, everybody's watching the game also. Bradley's got a 9-point lead, about a minute to go in the first period here, but we definitely want to get Jackie on and welcome her up here, and her number is up there forever.
Very few get to do that.
Yeah.
So.
That shot good down low. That's Demarius Ballard. It's his first 2 of the night. He's a senior. So Bradley extends their lead to 11 here as we are about to draw to the close of the first period.
I'm very, very intrigued by this score early because Walker Valley, the one thing they're able to do is put points on the board, but Bradley's defense has been unbelievable this first quarter.
Long three.
Woo-hoo!
And an air ball.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, that's not you don't want to make that shot because now the whole game, this Bradley student section, which is 5 or 6 rows deep, is going to be on you.
Caleb Sawsville, he'll probably hear something from his dad, Coach Sawsville.
Or worse, his mom.
Or worse, his mom. Well, I said Coach Sawsville.
Yeah.
Well, I said his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Well, about 15 seconds. Looks like Bradley may be holding for the final shot of the quarter.
And you would. If I'm Bradley, I'm like, hey, just run it out.
Yeah.
You're up 11.
Got to go back. Shot no good. Walker Valley has a second here. For 3, that's good if it goes. And no, it does not. 21-10. Bradley the lead after 1. Let's take a 1-minute break. A 1-minute break for our coverage. You are watching MixedTV.tv, the rivalry game, supplied by Wholesale Supply Group, Walker Valley and Bradley. Back in 1 minute.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
Shopping for a great deal on a car or truck? Know this. Cleveland Ford is loaded with vehicles, over 230 in stock, all discounted. I'm talking saving up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mustang Mach-E. We have financing as low as 0% on Edge and 0.9% on just about everything else. And as always, you get a lifetime powertrain warranty and complimentary service when you buy from us. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today because this sale ends soon.
As we come back to Bradley Central High School, we'd be remiss not to talk about, Steve, Mike Turner, athletic director for Walker Valley, comes over and gets on to the student section for Walker Valley. But the two oldest individuals at Bradley Central and Walker Valley, Mike Turner and Turner Jackson, both here tonight, both serving as athletic directors, and they don't get much more old school than those two guys.
That's a good point. And the shot good that time by Stovall. He has 8 on the night, and he's going to get a chance for a three-point play, and they're sitting down there next to each other, the Turners. It is Bradley back to 11, and they're going to try to make it 12.
What you don't want to do in life is get them both mad at you at the same time.
No,
that's not your ideal night for a student athlete here in this gym.
Nothing positive there.
Absolutely.
There's a 3 by Campbell, no good.
Walker Valley just cold, Steve.
Yeah,
they really can't get anything going.
They certainly are. Another 3 try.
Over the back, no call.
Yeah. There's Airy down low. That's 2 for him, his first 2 of the night. Jackson Airy.
Greg, you look at Walker Valley right now, just really has gone dormant on the offensive end.
Well, they can't make shots, and they've let Bradley get in their head right now. I mean, they've just let Bradley take total control of this game, and they can't get it going.
If I would have told you with 6 minutes to go before halftime, it would be almost a 14-point lead for Bradley, I'm not sure you would have said no chance.
Oh, I would have believed a 14-point lead, but I would have thought it would have been the other way.
Yeah.
Bradley the lead and the ball. Oh, there's a steal by Walker Valley.
Man, he's good, I'm telling you.
All the way. Good on a foul. Ashton Davis, a sophomore, 4 for him.
I'm telling you, boys and girls, get ready for big things from Ashton Davis. I mean, and his brother's better. Let me just say that now.
Oh, absolutely. It's a great basketball family, but he's a player, and his brother, like you say, is a player as well.
That's 5 for him. So Walker Valley back with an 11, but there's Stovall, slam dunk. That's 11. Could be your move of the game there, Fruit Loops, by the way, with Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
May want to mark that one.
That means record that one, Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
Let's replay it in the middle. Fruit Loops has spent more time in the gym tonight than he has in 2 years.
He really he's been out here 3 times.
I mean, he's taking Greg's headset.
Yep. There's Davis. That is now 7 for Davis, leading Walker Valley.
And then he told us he took the headset because Greg wasn't getting paid.
That's good.
Now our equipment is based off the amount of money you're making.
That's right.
If that's true, I didn't know we were getting paid.
I didn't
That
either.
sounds about right.
Who knew? 3-pointer. And I think that was, no good. Timeout on the floor. And let's take it with him. Let's take a 30-second break. MixedTV.tv. Bradley, the 11-point lead, back in 30.
Hi, I'm Brian Poole, sole owner of Pool Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland. It's going to be more of our discount funeral home and cremation center. We'll offer $895 cremation that will come with a wood urn. Only other charges the family have be for death certificates and permits. That's it. No other hidden charges, no other hidden fees. And we have a traditional burial package, $4,595. That does include a casket and the services. You can reach us at www.pfhserenity.com.
Save up to $7,500 on new F-Series trucks and Mach-E Mustangs at Cleveland Ford. That's right, big discounts are back at Cleveland Ford. We also have financing as low as 0%. So hurry to Cleveland Ford today or shop clevelandford.com.
That kid can play.
Landon Shirk gets a 3, brings Walker Valley to within 8 guys.
Shirk, the transfer from from McMinn County High School, great AAU player, transfers down, was eligible at first this season, and has done a great job for Walker Valley.
That's a 2, and that's good. That is going to be Davis. Excuse me, that's going to be Reed, 5 for him. As the lead back to 10. This is Davis.
If Walker Valley, Greg, can cut this down to 5 before halftime, they've got a chance.
That's 2 on D. Reed. 2 touch fouls that he shouldn't have gotten.
And if D. Reed, Steve, goes out because of foul trouble, that's a big, big loss, and he's about to check out for Bradley because defensively he is a stopper.
He is. And Walker Valley will inbound down here underneath their own basket. Luke Smith will inbound it.
Look for the 3 in the corner.
Nearly 5 minutes to go in the first half. Davis.
That's a bad pass. You got to lob that, Greg.
Oh, and they got it back.
The snowball's just so long.
No look.
Good block.
Blocked.
Yeah, good block.
Under 5 minutes. And we are back and forth here. Davis setting the offense. This is Campbell. Campbell. Fouled shot counted.
They're going to count that? Was it NBA?
Yep.
No way they're counting that.
Are they not?
No, it was worth a try to, it was worth a try to ask.
There's no way
that was
that. Yeah.
Well, that was the initial signal, but
I was going to say, that's like NBA continuation.
Yeah.
I mean, that
it's on the floor.
That hit Sports Center before they count that one.
Gonna kick it around here.
Great ball movement.
Stolen again, another turnover. Bradley alley-oop. Look at that. That's 13 for Stovall. That could be another move of the game. I don't know.
Well, one of the 2 Fruit Loops. Let's not screw this thing up. I'm sorry. Mess this thing up. I'm sorry.
It would be the same man getting a tray.
Ooh.
There's a tray. How about it?
Shirk.
Shirk has 6.
Hey, a slam on one end and a 3-pointer on the other. That's -1 for Bradley.
Oh, look at this guy. Come on in here.
I'm on Showtime.
What's going on? That's our buddy Patrick Spangler. There's a 3 try. Good. From Arian Taylor. Boy, it's action-packed here, Patrick.
Hey, it is.
10 for Taylor.
We've had a great night.
How about Jackie?
Jackie Pickle, recognizing her and then seeing Coach Harlow and Coach Glazner back in the building was pretty special as well. And then, obviously watching our Bearettes put on a display tonight, and the boys' game is cranked up too. So
really has just a very special night here as Walker Valley's going to try a 3 and miss. But, it's the crosstown spirit. I know school was out today for county and city. There's another 3 for Bradley as now they're open up a 15-point separation. But man, people have shown up here and really getting into it.
Yeah, it is. Coach Jackson and I were talking at the girls and boys JV game, and we thought the crowd was a little down, and then you look up and then the gym's packed. So,
yeah.
I think Stephen probably just didn't want to talk anymore. You
Yeah,
know,
he just
I'm walking by here and
yeah.
he grabs me.
Yeah,
and
I think
so-
it's on.
Oh,
Yeah. That's why he said working for free.
working for free.
So as Bradley now the 12-point lead with Ballard with it. The another slam dunk. How about this Stovall?
You know, the Stovall family. I'm telling you. I look out there and I watch him play, and it gives flashbacks to when James Stovall, his uncle, played here. That's when I was coaching basketball.
Yeah.
And what a talented, athletic family. You see Tatiana in the girls' game, and then so it's just they're athletic.
He has 15 tonight. Now layup miss there by Taylor, but Bradley the 14-point lead. Lots of turnovers for Walker Valley, and now a drop back. Taylor good. That's the biggest lead for Bradley tonight, and that's 13 for Taylor. 90 seconds in the first half. But I want to go back to Jackie for a second. She came up here, and I appreciate you doing that, but she came up here and just talked about being in that row of numbers and row of players.
Yeah, it is. You know, we've had an opportunity over the last several years to get all the banners updated. And so, but when you look up there at all the volleyball, wrestling, boys basketball, and then the long line of girls basketball, just what an incredible tradition the Bearettes and Bears have had. And it's cool to, you know, Coach Freeman and I, you know, and a lot of other people started planning the banner thing, and we were just kind of looking at the banners and the number of banners that we have in our gym. Obviously, the majority of them are wrestling through the years.
Yep.
But it's special, and we put the individual state champion wrestlers up there as well. So, but yeah, Jackie Pickle, what an honor for her, and just it's a great night.
What's it like for you to be the principal of this place?
You know, Coach Carpenter and I, when we were playing in the 99, 2000, 2001, we had a little less stress on us back then in those days. So, but it's great. You know,
17.
I love Bradley High School and bleed black and gold, and it's just this is what you come to Bradley. This is what you go to Walker Valley for the Crosstown Rivals.
Yep.
Gym packed. You know, I tell people all the time, it still doesn't match up to the way it used to be with the old bleachers for a Bradley Cleveland.
I know.
I mean, it was packed to the.
I know.
But then there wouldn't be a spot for you.
I know.
This great spot.
Yeah,
for you.
I mean, look at this. We're standing on it right now. It's 34 seconds till halftime. Now Bradley's biggest lead of the night, 17. Falling away, shot no good by Campbell. Graham got it back. Sawsville, that was not Sawsville, that was a Shirk, no good, but Bradley may hold for the last shot here. Your Hall of Fame, so successful that the first class you brought in back in December, that had to be special.
We have had a lot going on.
Yeah, you really have.
And, you know, the Hall of Fame event that happened in December was just so special. Heard a lot of great things from the community about it, you know, and what we say is be looking forward to in the coming months for the nomination process to open up again, and we look forward to many more years of recognizing the people that have done so much for this community, for this school, or athletics, or just that are special people that played a part in the rich tradition.
Patrick Spangler is the principal of Bradley Central. Patrick, at the half, Bradley has their biggest lead so far, 19 points. So, hey, thanks for coming and joining us. Thanks for having us, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay. Patrick Spangler, my buddy, principal of Bradley Central. Let's take a 2-minute break here, 2-minute timeout, as we'll be back getting ready for the Steve Hatchett for District Attorney halftime report. Stephen Hatchett, see LibertyJusticeHatchett.com. Back in 2 minutes on MixedTV.tv.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox. Air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
Did you figure out what you're going to do for college yet?
No, I don't think so. I'd like to go to Wesleyan like you, but I don't think my parents can afford it.
I bet they can. I qualified for a program and I'm going to TW tuition free.
Really? How is that?
The TWU Pledge. It's a program they offer to local high school students that basically helps with their tuition. You should check it out.
Will do. Can you send me that link?
Yeah.
Don't let anything stand in the way when excellence is within reach. Tennessee Wesleyan University is the best value in higher education for East Tennesseans. Tennessee Wesleyan, where dreams meet affordability.
Voitic Center for Orthopedic Care treats all orthopedic injuries, including neck and back pain. At Voitic Center for Orthopedic Care, insurance isn't a worry because they accept all insurances and can even get same-day appointments or even walk-ins. Digital x-rays are even on site. Voitic Center is also a certified concussion care specialist. Contact Dr. Voitic and his staff at 479-3600 for your appointment today.
When most people think of plumbing and electrical supply houses, there's an idea that they're just for plumbers or electricians or builders to shop at. Wholesale Supply is proud to be open to the public and proud to serve our communities. By supplying the best quality products for the best prices with the best service guaranteed, Wholesale Supply is your one-stop shop for everything plumbing, electrical, and HVAC. To find a location near you, visit wholesalesupply.us for more. Helping build communities in the Southeast for over 80 years is just what we do.
Welcome to Alon Planting Partners. Alon means a sturdy, well-rooted oak, one that produces fruit in every season. This definition is the very nature of the comprehensive financial plans we craft to enable individuals and families to thrive in every season. As independent fiduciary advisors, our number one loyalty is you, the client. We offer purpose-based financial solutions for everything from retirement to tax efficiency, risk management to debt-free living. Through a relational approach, we offer education from the very start so you can be confident with your financial strategy. During times of market volatility, it can be easy to get swept up by loud voices that advocate for worry. Well-built strategies win in the long run and offer peace of mind.
Visit Alon Planting Partners online
or give us a call today.
You guys go ahead.
The MixTV.tv halftime show, Greg, brought to you by attorney Stephen Hatchett, the district attorney. Greg, we just said right off the air, this is not the Bradley team we thought, nor have we seen up to this point. And we really thought coming in this game that Walker Valley would really has pressed on the gas pedal of really propelling themselves into that next level of playing in high school basketball. But tonight, it's been Bradley Central.
Oh, absolutely. This is nothing like what we expected to happen coming into this game. I mean, Bradley's making threes, they're creating turnovers, all things that they have that they historically haven't done. But the one thing that they've done that they've needed to do, and I think they propelled their whole offense off of that, and you said it in the opening, is they've gotten the ball in Stovall's hands. He's got 3 dunks, he's got 17 points, and if they run their offense through them, Walker Valley's going to have a hard time defending.
It's a 19-point lead. Bradley Central 47-28 over Walker Valley at halftime here at the Jim Smitty Arena. MixTV.tv, Stephen Shelton, Greg Phillips, and Steve Hartline with you. Halftime score, listen, 47-28. But Greg, I think when you look at this halftime scoring, especially the first half, the Westwood Baptist first half, you're looking at Ramayon Taylor with 14. You've got Tyrese Stovall with 17. They have led the way for Coach Carpenter.
Oh, absolutely. And again, those are the guys that they need to lead the way, and now they're stepping up and doing that. And if this team can continue shooting the ball like they're shooting it now, this is a whole different team and a whole different outlook for this team if they can continue playing like they are right now and shooting the basketball like they are right now.
For Walker Valley, it's Cash, coach, only 6 points this first half. Bradley has done a good job of really kind of neutralizing his offensive scoring and really keeping him off the boards.
Yeah, that's the big thing that they've done is Cash is always a kid, and I've said this for a couple of years now. He's always a kid that's in the right spot. He gets that offside rebound because he knows where the basketball is coming off. Just an unbelievable, and you guys talked about legacy earlier, just an unbelievable basketball IQ that Cash has, and they've been able to neutralize that with doing the things with switching out and Stovall controlling the boards on both sides.
Landon Shirk with 6 points so far. Ashton Davis with 7 points. For Walker Valley, though, when you talk about this second half, they have got, maybe more so than getting the offense ready, they've got to do a better job on the defensive end.
Oh, absolutely. They've got to defend. They've got to stop the ball. They've got to stop the easy ones for Bradley, and they've got to get out and defend against the three. They've got to get a hand in somebody's face. They've made a lot of these threes because Walker Valley has a hand in their face. But the other side of that, Stephen, on offense, they have to start quick. I mean, they're down 19. That's a big ask to come back from 19. So they've got to come out. They've got to make threes. They've got to start quick. Salisville and Cale Coates both sat early with 2 fouls. They've got to get those guys going here early in the second half.
For Walker Valley, though, Greg, if there's one thing they can do, they can shoot themselves back into a game. But I think, I hate to put it on one kid, but Luke Smith has to shut down Stovall in this second half. If he allows Stovall to get half of what he did in that first half, there is no chance for Walker Valley to steal one here at Jim Smitty Arena.
Absolutely. They've got to neutralize Stovall in this, like you say, in this second half, because if not, then this game may get worse instead of closer.
Well, the one thing about Walker Valley, though, they can shoot threes in bunches. The problem is in the first half, other than Shirk, really, they had no threes in bunches. But if they get hot, you've got to think that the Salisville's have got to get hot. You've got to think that Campbell's got to get hot. You got to think that Davis has got to get hot. There's so many brothers on this team. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
But the opportunity for Walker Valley. But again, no matter, you can't trade threes for twos and get yourself in this game with a 19-point lead with Bradley.
They've got to get stops. I mean, that's Stephen, you said it. They've got to get stops. They've got to get turnovers. That's the only way you get back in this game. Get stops, get turnovers, make threes. You can get back in this game. Otherwise, this is just going to be Bradley milking the clock and slowing this game down and getting out to a win. You're
watching the Stephen Hatchett halftime show. Stephen Hatchett running for district attorney in District 10. You're watching MixedTV.tv. We're going to be back in 1 minute for second half action. Hey, that's aerial coverage brought to you by the best insurance agency in Cleveland and Bradley County, Cleveland Insurance. Call me Monday morning. Just not tomorrow because I don't work. But again, back in 60 seconds here, MixedTV.tv, back in at Bradley Central High School.
Hi, I'm Brian Poole, sole owner of Poole Serenity Funeral Home and Cremation Services of Cleveland. It's going to be more of our discount funeral home and cremation center. We'll offer $895 cremation that will come with a wood urn. Only other charges the family have be for death certificates and permits. That's it. No other hidden charges, no other hidden fees. We have a traditional burial package, $4,595. That does include a casket and the services. You can reach us at www.pfhserenity.com.
Well, we like to think what makes Andrew Johnson Bank different is the way we work with our community and our customers. We also have a great staff with a lot of experience that we feel like can help you whatever your need is for banking. I love the community of it. Like I said, I was born and raised here. I've seen it grow, and I love our growth pattern. It's just a great place to live with friendly people that just make you feel at home.
We are back at Bradley Central as we begin the third period. Walker Valley trailing by 19 here as they come out with a ball. 47-28 Bradley. Campbell nearly threw it away. But
that'd have been a tough turnover to begin with.
Yep. In trouble down low and just took it away from him.
Yeah, Romarion, good job, Greg, by Romarion there, just to keep his hands up.
Yeah, and again, coaches can't force it.
Airy, Steve. Airy with a big three-pointer from the corner,
My
give him 5.
goodness.
You don't expect that big gentleman, Greg, to step out there and say, give it to me.
Well, everybody else is making them. He's like, let me get my shot in.
And you guys said this is very unusual.
Oh, this is not the Bradley team we've seen 4 or 5 times this season.
No, absolutely not. I mean, again, we talked about it. That this is not a team that typically makes a lot of threes. And, again, I don't know what their three-point percentage is, but it's high.
Well, it's a 22-point lead for Bradley here. Campbell. Nearly.
Walker Valley Greg, really just sloppy right now on the offensive end. They just don't have anything in sync.
Nice job by Coach right there to kind of get a calming and get a bucket there.
That's Coach, though. Only 8 for Coach tonight.
But yeah, you said it, Stephen. They are just out of sequence, they're just not fluent at all in anything that they're doing.
And Bradley's so relaxed. I mean, D. Reed's having a full-on Thanksgiving conversation with Coach Carpenter here on the side. I mean, he's still playing offense. He's like, so Coach, what's up? What are you guys doing tomorrow? So, but Bradley Romarion for 3. That's another big 3 for Romarion Taylor. Taylor now 16 points. I don't remember since Romarion was at Cleveland Middle School has he scored 16 points in a game I've watched.
That's exactly right. I mean, it's since Cleveland Middle School.
Yeah.
Marcus Gorey here, University of Tennessee, early enrollee, and Boo Carter here behind us, both early enrollees for University of Tennessee, but they are both in the house tonight for Bradley Central.
Over there with Coach Floyd.
And a police officer.
Yes. Yes.
Just make sure that things change when you go to the next level. So
they really do. Of course, they're looking forward to what's to come this season.
Remember, both those guys, if they would have not early enrolled into the University of Tennessee, they would have been playing basketball.
Right here.
Both those guys for Bradley Central tonight.
Yeah.
And again, both very good basketball players.
Been starting.
Yes,
absolutely. Boo Carter, one of the better point guards in the state, and then Marcus, who can absolutely jump out. When I say out of the gym, literally can jump out of the gym.
Well, I watched him in one of his last middle school games almost throw down a dunk, almost threw down a dunk coming off on a rebound, just missed a dunk as an 8th grader.
I still used to tell him he couldn't touch the rim, but that's nice pass.
Works it outside. That's a 3. Good. And that is Cale Coates. So Coates with a 3. That is 6 for him. And it's an 18-point lead here for Bradley. Area again.
Get out of Cleveland. Get off South Lee Highway. Wow. Jackson Airy, are you kidding me right now? 8 points for him. That is an incredible shot. Put him up by 21 with 4:57 left.
All right, we're going to take a break with them. 30-second break right here. MixedTV.tv, the rivalry games supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Back in 30 seconds.
My dad says our new Linux system saves energy.
Well, saving energy means saving money.
A lot of money?
Yep.
Time for a raise in my allowance.
Savings year after year.
A big raise.
Call today for perfect air you can feel in your home and savings you can feel in your wallet.
Lennox, air is life. Make it perfect.
Call Dale's Heating and Air today.
All right, back live. Another 3-pointer that time. Jackson Airy, 57-36.
When Steve tried to tell us Walker Valley by 20, Greg, I know I didn't believe it. You didn't believe it, but we can see that he was completely wrong.
Of course, as usual.
Dunk,
Airy, slam dunk.
10.
That's 10 for him.
Jackson Airy is, listen, better. have your grandmother cut this out of the paper on Sunday because this is it. I mean, you're having the game of your life at this point. 2 threes and a dunk and get your arch rivals.
Come on.
Absolutely.
There's a 3. It's no good.
It's like that time Steve Hartline hit 4 threes in the old church league basketball
The old
game.
church league. Ask Matt Clayton about it.
Oh, my gosh. Here
Chris
we go.
Green up there, Matt Clayton.
Oh, my gosh. Come
on. Jamie, our buddy.
Jamie Gladson?
Gladson.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, he's going to lie no matter what. So it's
probably true. .23 the lead for Bradley. All the way. Really not even a defender there.
There was not. You're correct. Stovall.
Stovall puts it back up and in. 22 for Stovall here. 20 for Stovall. He really something, I tell you.
Well, this is the first time I can tell you that they have given Stovall, as Kel Coates hits another shot, 8 points for him. But this is the first time really that Bradley, I think Greg, has went to him on like almost every occasion possible.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, that's what we said they needed to do, and they've done it and been very successful.
Layup good. That is going to be Caleb Sawsville. That's 4 for him.
Good. You know, down 21, Greg, you get a couple turnovers here. It's just, unless you get some stops, this game, I mean, unfortunately, this game's over. I mean, you got to get some stops.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, that is the only way you have a chance of coming back, especially the way Bradley's shooting the basketball.
They're shooting the lights out tonight.
Do I need to be concerned that Josh Rogers took the keys to my truck during the girls' game and just brought them back a few minutes ago? I mean, what
was that about?
That would concern me. I mean, my first question is, why would you have given them to him?
Well, I mean, he said, I got to put something in your truck, and I thought, well, it's got a bed. You can put it in the back, but I don't know. I mean,
excellent question.
He's got 3 daughters. You think I got one of the kids in the truck? I mean, what
could be. Very well could be.
Your car is probably surrounded right now by police officers.
Yeah. Can I leave something there?
Exactly.
That shot good and a foul. That's 10 for him. That's Coates, Cash Coates. He's got a bunch of family here. His dad, who played here at Bradley and used to hit threes like they were layups.
I think we should get Matt Clayton and Eddie Coates on the air at the same time, and let's put this to bed. Who was the better? Who was the better player? That's must see TV.
Lot of threes from those two right there.
You know, Eddie told me one time. I'm sorry. Matt told me one time he would have scored a lot more points if it wasn't for Big Ed screaming on the sideline, "Throw it to Eddie! Throw it to Eddie!"
Yeah,
I mean,
that's right.
That's what he tells me. He said every time I touched the ball, all I could hear from the sideline was, "Throw it to Eddie."
That's right. A 3-second call against Walker Valley, so it's going to go back to Bradley.
That was the quickest 3-second call, and not even close to the ball. I mean,
I didn't even know they called that anymore. I didn't even know it was a thing.
That was a surprise. Definitely a surprise.
We've got everybody surprised on that one.
I didn't even know officials even knew how to make that call anymore.
That's true. Down and a foul. It'll be Rogers going to the line to try to get a 3-point play and puts Bradley up again by 20.
Great job by Rogers, Greg. Offhand, going left, let the body, took the blow to the body, and was able to convert there. 3-point play for him.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's just hard because you don't expect people to be left-handed, so when you take it left-handed, it makes you just don't expect them to go that way.
Yeah, kind of like church league with you.
Kind of.
Rogers again. No.
Oh, if Airy caught that off the rebound, I want to say take him out, coach. Retire his jersey tonight.
Let him just walk through. Just let him walk through the gym doors.
You just get him over in their student section and let him start bowing to him if he catches that off. If he catches that off the rim and dunks it.
That's right.
Jackson Airy having a tremendous night.
Out to Rogers. Another foul here.
I am completely impressed tonight with this. This is the best, I believe, this, well, to put it honest, this is the best I believe the Bradley team can play, is what we've seen tonight.
Yeah, Steve, I'll tell you, I've had a couple of conversations with Coach Carpenter, and the football players came in late, and Coach Carpenter kept promising me, he said, Greg, we're getting better, and maybe we're seeing that. Maybe we're seeing them getting used to playing together, getting their basketball legs, and getting better. Because this is a Bradley team, like we've said a couple of times, that we haven't seen before.
Well, they are playing lights out tonight, and if this is the team they're going to be, they can make a run because they have disrupted this Walker Valley offense, who I believe is one of the best offenses in the area. Really, they've just disrupted everything they want to do. They've disrupted.
Absolutely, and they've had hands in their faces on they've contested every 3-point shot.
I hear that Church of the Harvest, Steve, Fruit Loops, jump in here if you want to. Church of the Harvest is moving to the old T.L. Lowry building.
I have heard that. Is that right, Fruit?
Yes, that is correct. So starting in the second week of February, we'll be using the T.L. Lowry Center on Sundays and Wednesdays.
I'll never forget the first time Steve Hartline and I went in there, and T.L. sitting in the lobby, and Hartline breaks into his own T.L. Lowry rendition, and I'm like, we're about to get thrown out of here. And we were doing something for TV back then. I don't remember what it was, but we were over there, and I was helping Steve.
Yeah.
I mean, we were 22, 23, 24 years old.
A long time ago.
And he breaks into his best T.L. Lowry rendition or impression, and all I could think was, we may be going to jail.
Well, either that or struck dead.
Yeah, we're going to jail tonight.
Yeah.
This is it. I mean,
I'd love to see this impression.
Oh, it was unbelievable. Let me just say that.
Oh, a nice move there defensively to try and take it away.
And on that, Tom Rowland was there, and Hartline comes in with a Brother Rowland, and I was like, this is it. I'm 22. I'm going to jail.
It's all over.
This is all. It's done right now. This is
all it.
This is what I get for being this guy's friend.
I know. And that's the end of the third quarter. Bradley wanted a foul there, didn't get it. 21 the lead for Bradley. We'll take a 1-minute timeout, getting ready for the final period of play. Bradley and Walker Valley. MixTV.tv, the rivalry games, are supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. We're back in 1 minute.
Did you figure out what you're going to do for college yet?
No, I don't think so. I'd like to go to Wesleyan like you, but I don't think my parents can afford it.
I bet they can. I qualified for a program and I'm going to TW tuition free.
Really? How is that?
The TWU Pledge. It's a program they offer to local high school students that basically helps with their tuition. You should check it out.
Will do. Can you send me that link?
Yeah.
Don't let anything stand in the way when excellence is within reach. Tennessee Wesleyan University is the best value in higher education for East Tennesseans. Tennessee Wesleyan, where dreams meet affordability.
Caldwell Paving, paving the way in Tennessee since 1958. Caldwell Paving specializes in asphalt paving and seal coating. They serve residential clients, industrial and commercial companies, and subdivision projects. Conveniently located in Charleston, Caldwell Paving serves all of Southeast Tennessee. Caldwell Paving, old surfaces made new. CaldwellPaving.com.
The final frame as Bradley, the 21-point lead.
Greg, I am just completely impressed by this Bradley Central, really the entire effort, both offensive effort, defensive effort, really. And again, Stovall with a fourth dunk of the night.
Wow.
And give him 22.
Again, we can't say enough about how well Bradley has played and how they played as a team tonight on both sides of the court.
When you and Coach Carpenter meet at the Waffle House for breakfast again Monday morning, he was right. They're playing much better.
He was right.
Davis with 9.
Turnaround, no good. Bradley hangs on, Stovall again. That's 24 for Stovall.
And 5 ducks for Stovall.
My goodness. 3 no good by Davis. Bradley, the lead is 23.
If I'm Coach Floyd, I'm like, listen, I got 4 or 5 passes I can just throw up next year and see if that guy can go up and young man can go up and get it.
I would assume you'll see that'll be a lot of their offense next year.
That is not, I'm going to tell you, listen, whether you're a Walker Valley fan or Bradley fan, if you're a game of the fan of basketball, over the back is only when you bump or make contact. He took the ball away from the defender at that point. That is not, Greg, over the back, defined by the Tito Busablo.
Well, they're making up for when he did go over the back at the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
The 3 try is good. That's Campbell.
Yep.
And that is going to be 5 for him. 5 for number 5.
And Campbell played great at Walker Valley. Greg, he's been kind of quiet here with only 5 points.
Yeah, I mean, that's been a difference.
Missed the 3, back the other way. Another 3 try, that's no good.
Walker Valley just not good legs tonight, Greg. Just legs are kind of soft. Just not a lot of bounce off the floor. But for this Bradley team, really a redemption game. Up by 20, 5:47 left. Just a great night for Coach Carpenter and his Bears.
Yeah, weirdly, Walker Valley didn't come into this game with a lot of energy, and it's almost like they've been just lackadaisical the entire time.
Going to try Campbell for 3. No.
Rebounds going to stay with Walker Valley, but what a great night, though, Greg, of high school basketball. MixedTV.tv, a production of Heartline LLC here at Jim Smitty Arena. You continue to look at the production here, the changes that has been made to the even just the scoreboard and the ads and everything that's been brought down to the bottom. That the progression that is Mixed TV continues to really define what the expectation is for high school athletics in Southeast Tennessee.
100%. And Stephen, you said it. It's every game it gets better. And again, that's this is something still relatively new, but every game, there's just a little tweak, a little something here and there. Every game it gets better. And again, that's again, and it's already the standard, and that standard just continues to distance itself. And it's great being a part of that.
And you look at football next year, we toyed in and out of football going regional, and I know that's a word that's probably not familiar with a lot of people in this area, but regional means you're going to maybe be at some games that otherwise you may think, hey, they need to be at this game, but you're down there. Ooltewah last year, Ooltewah East Hamilton turns into a well of a game all of a sudden. A lot of viewers, and I'll say this for Steve, the reception of the Ooltewah athletic director all the way down to their fans was incredible. They welcomed MixedTV.tv with open arms. I only think that's going to grow next year, get better next year. This staff that continues to understand what it's going to take to bring a premium product for free, by the way, to the area. It's incredible, and I cannot wait to see where this goes over the next 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, most definitely. And the thing of it is right now, Mixed TV is going to them. What's starting to happen is they're going to start coming to Heartline LLC and go, hey, why don't you cover our games? We can get we can do these things for and that's that's what this great product is turning into. Is people love it and they want to be a part of it.
Well, you got the opportunity, like my friend Matt Sanders and our friend, I should say, Matt Sanders, sitting in Kansas, sits there and says, I just watched this game. I watched a football game on Friday night with my wife and my son, who's 4 years old, and we watched the whole game, and we loved it. And I can tell you all about it, and we can talk about it Monday. Aunts, uncles, grandparents, cousins, they're able to watch individuals that otherwise they may not be able to watch across the nation and across the world, whether it's Alan Jones in the Bahamas or whether it's Matt Sanders in Kansas or somebody in Florida or California or Washington. Be able to provide this product for no charge as Romarion hits another shot. His career night for him tonight with 18 points. But, as you look at this product and you watch it grow and you watch it get better, and we do give Fruit Loops a hard time, and we give them a hard time even off the air about making it even better. But this is something that I think when you go to football season next year, you can only be excited about. Romarion with 20. Come on, Romarion!
Man.
Wow.
Hey,
agree with all you said.
Hey, Fruit Loops, let's thank our crew tonight. Who do we have with us tonight?
Yes, we've got, of course, Gideon with us, who's always here. Does an excellent job. And then we got Josh Lacoe running camera with Gideon also. And then here in the trailer, I've got Madison McNabb and Ryan Marino with me.
Ryan Marino, did he get out of jail? I didn't know.
So here's the story.
Oh, gosh.
At 4:15 this afternoon, Ryan Marino pulls up to Polk County High School and calls me and asks me where I am.
Oh, he went to Polk County?
Well,
yes.
Ryan Marino first needs a GPS. That's the first thing. First thing we need to buy him. Second is Polk County and Bradley Central is nowhere near each other.
Well, we are planning to broadcast at
That's
Polk
Monday
County
night.
And so he just got his dates wrong.
I will say this. Polk County always reminds me, Greg, we left Polk County High School one night on a Friday night. We had Friday Night Blitz, and now that the statute of limitations is out, we made it from Benton, from the Big Red Train to the old WCLE studio up on the hill behind Holiday Inn in about 14 minutes one night in Greg's BMW, because we didn't want to leave the game. The technology wasn't there for us to do the game from our cell phone, so we literally 14 minutes from Benton to Cleveland.
Man.
And I'm so thankful that there was not any kind of presence of law enforcement, because we would have been put under the jail.
You'd still been there.
Yes.
That was a trip.
We appreciate our crew and what these guys have been talking about. They make it all happen, and we really appreciate it. 3-pointers good. That is going to be Sawsville, and for him that's 7. So the lead is 21. We're coming back down about 2 minutes to go. Coming up after the game, it's our Leisure Time Bowling postgame, plus the Mayfield star of the game. Need to go back and talk about the girls' game.
Chick-fil-A move of the game.
And somebody's going to get a Chick-fil-A tray of chicken right there.
Let me just say, go ahead and fire up one of those dunks. That's want to be.
Yeah.
It's Stovall. We just got to figure out which dunk it is.
That's exactly right. We'll stay here. Monday night, mixedtv.tv. Now, this is weather permitting and all of that sort of thing. But Megs at Polk County. Shelton was talking about us going regional. That's part of that. It's a Monday night, 6 o'clock. Megs at Polk basketball with Gary Owenby and Steve Wells on the call. And that's supplied by Wholesale Supply Group. Under 2 minutes in the game. Bradley by biggest lead of the night, 23. Right here.
Zeke Garrison just says, hey, I got a torn ACL and I don't care. Give me the ball.
Coach.
Give me the ball.
Wow.
Garrison, who we were at that game with Walker Valley football when he actually hurt the knee, went back in the game after he said he stretched it out. And I'm like, so it was it was a torn whatever. And I'm like, but you went back in. He said, we didn't feel bad. Well, good for you, young man.
That's right.
It's going to feel bad when you're 40.
Well,
he was living on a dribbling.
Yeah, dribbling. That's right.
That's true.
Living on a dribbling.
That is true.
Oh, goodness.
Bradley, there's a foul down there.
That's Walker taking to the rim there. Good job by him. Recognize the Walker Valley defense. One of the 18 Walker children.
The last one.
The last one. Last one,
The
Walker.
last one.
Last one, Walker. You got to make one right here. Your dad's going to be all over you. Hey.
So we
any more TV games?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Okay, I like you to tell me on the air.
January. Mark it down. It looks like January 26th, Cleveland at Walker Valley.
Great. I love to find out when we're on the air.
Yep. That's Coleman Green,
Come
ladies
on.
and gentlemen.
Coleman Green has been hot this summer.
Coleman Green for 3. Just like his dad, smooth.
Well, except he made it.
Well, that's true. No, that's a good point.
His dad had no problem with shooting it. Had a problem with putting it in.
That's the problem.
But his uncle Denny didn't have it.
There's a difference in shooters and
makers.
makers.
Denny's career night at Charleston was at Lookout Valley. Hit 7 threes. He still tells his children about it, although it was 27 years ago. But it doesn't matter.
Who cares? I don't blame him. So it's going to be a Bradley sweep tonight, guys, girls and boys.
Well, I mean, the girls it is what it is. But Greg, I'll tell you, this is really a tremendous effort by the Bradley Central Bears.
It's a statement game for them.
I mean, Walker Valley scores 61 and gets beat.
That's it. There it is, 79-61, the final. Bradley boys make it a sweep of Walker Valley here tonight. Let's take a 1-minute break, get reset here for our Leisure Time Bowling postgame show. We have some postgame awards to hand out. We'll do that back in 1 minute. MixTV.tv.
Attention, business owners and managers. Bring your team for team building to Leisure Time Bowling. Leisure Time Bowling offers your company or organization the chance to have fun together with bowling, great food, and a private meeting space. Research shows that team building leads to greater business success. Call Leisure Time Bowling to make your reservation at 728-2988. That's 728-2988 or ltbowling.com.
Everyone there at the Porsche dealership are so personable and very knowledgeable that we just keep coming back. What I was looking for was a sport utility that was sporty and attractive and had the ability to perform to my expectations. The service department goes above and beyond with their routine service maintenance, and they get me out of there quickly. Chattanooga Auto Square. Luxury lives here.
Welcome to Mountain View. This is John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway, and we will overpay for your old car today. High mileage, cosmetic issues, that's okay. Rusted, busted, can't be trusted, all trade-ins are welcome. Just bring us your old car as is. Don't even wash it. You'll be shocked of how much I'm willing to pay for your old car in any condition. Come see me, John Davis, the trade-in man for Kia Cleveland on South Lee Highway in beautiful Cleveland, Tennessee, where selling your car is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
It's the post-game show here on MixTV.tv. Leisure Time Bowling post-game show from Bradley Central High School. Stephen Shelton along with Steve Hartline and Greg Phillips. It's the Hardy's Highlights. Goodness in the making. Feature happy. So back here, a lot of highlights from the girls' game. That's Guerin for a 3. Shot's no good. Put back by Bradley is going to be saved by Walker Valley. Guerin gets it, is going to come up. Give it to easy bucket there by Fields. And Bradley continues the domination. Easy bucket by Fields again. Fields, who led Bradley tonight, was just dominant. Fields and Stovall was dominant for the Bearettes. Some more highlights from the girls' games in this Hardy's post-game show. Is Guerin's shot is up and good on the putback, Greg. I tell you, it was one of those nights for the Bearettes. You couldn't do anything wrong, and you think, well, the nightcap's going to be a great cap, but it wasn't a great cap at all because the Bears really dominated.
Yeah, well, Stephen, as we're going through the highlights there, we're seeing it's a night of the bigs for Bradley. I mean, you had Stovall, you had Fields, and then you had Stovall. I mean, so it was a night of the bigs. And if you want to throw Jackson Area in there, he's big, but he doesn't play inside.
Well, you got Jackson Area with 10 points tonight. You have Romarion Taylor with 23. Come on, Romarion. Relive those middle school days.
Yes,
and then,
exactly.
then you got Stovall with 24 tonight. 5 dunks for Stovall. And then you saw one just right there, one of his 5 dunks. Bradley, just not the same Bradley team we saw at Walker Valley just a couple weeks ago.
No, I mean, these football players, again, like I was saying, I mean, Coach Carpenter was telling me, that they needed to get their legs, and again, if that's what we're seeing, and if this is who Bradley Central is, they're going to be a tough team to play against. I mean, they've got size, they handle the basketball well. If they can start making threes, they're going to be a tough team to handle when it gets tournament time.
Absolutely. So we see some more highlights from this boys' game again. Hardee's, feed your happy. MixTV.tv.
It's hard not to say Hardee's Friday Night Blitz.
It is. I was actually, after 20-something years, I'm not going to Jackson Erie with a 3-pointer from the corner. Big night for him, 10 points for Jackson Erie. Then you got Cash Coates with a 3 of his own there to try to get Walker Valley back in this. But, again, Hardee's, feed your happy, and Hardee's Friday Night Blitz for those that, hey, if you're a long-time listener, you understand why I have to say that.
For those that remember.
Absolutely. Stovall with his last dunk of the night, which we believe is going to be the Chick-fil-A. All right, go for it, baby. The Chick-fil-A move of the game is coming up. Again, it's here from Bradley Central High School, 79-61. Bradley Central defeats Walker Valley in the sweep tonight of this high school action. But again, I believe we're going to the Chick-fil-A move of the game, if I'm not mistaken. Here we are. The Chick-fil-A move of the game. Boom! Two-handed jam by Stovall.
Flushed it.
Absolutely. So, again, the Chick-fil-A move of the game. He gets a tray of Chick-fil-A nuggets, I believe it is. So,
think he'll share those with us?
I doubt it. I'm going to say that young man can probably put them down. So,
that's going to be my guess.
Again, and then you have the Greg, without saying, it's the Mayfield star of the game tonight is without a doubt. Mayfield star of the game is, I believe, is Stovall. Played tremendous for Bradley Central and led the way with 24 points. But that's, again, about do it for us. Mayfield star of the game is Therese Stovall with 24 points on the night. And I think that will about do it for us, for myself, Stephen Shelton, along with Greg Phillips, who worked for free tonight, Steve Hartline, who is here because he has to be.
No, that's not true. I don't have to be.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, you do.
Mrs. Hartline,
you're not going to win awards if you're not here.
That's right.
At least sometime.
Let's not go back to that.
No,
let's not go back to that. That's it.
Hey, guys, no kidding. It's been a lot of fun tonight. It truly is. Now, Greg, this isn't radio. We got to turn around to the camera now.
Oh, I didn't know they were going to show us. Sorry.
He's going to show us.
That's called a monitor.
There's a
monitor.
You see Jody down there? Yes. She was standing.
It's called a monitor. So we
who
look up
are
at
these
the
three?
camera.
Who are these three
right.
guys?
We look up
who
at
are these
that
three
camera.
guys?
Yes, we look at the camera.
It looks like the Three Stooges, actually.
Yes.
Well, guys, it's been a lot of fun tonight. Shelton, Greg, great to see you. And Monday night we'll have Meigs County at Polk with Gary Owenby and Steve Wells. And we'll come back in a couple of weeks and do yet another. That'll be Cleveland at Walker Valley. So looking forward to it. Got NFL playoff weekend starts tomorrow with a wild card round. We'll have most of those games, 5 of the 6 on Talk 101.3, The Buzz. Guys, thanks so much. Thanks to Wholesale Supply Group, Leisure Time Bowling, our post-game sponsor, to Austin and Gideon and all of our crew. Josh and also understand Madison and Ryan Marino, who made it back from Polk County. For all of us at MixTV.tv, good night, everybody.